And the news this morning.
Nah, 50.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 Ent Radio's PRG podcast. It's your boy PRG Blakk.
Hey, it's your boy Keem. We back.
No doubt, no doubt.
It's your boy Cutter Calhoun, repping the South Side like usual.
No doubt. And we got a shout out to Fred Focus. He's in New York right now. You know what I'm saying?
Really
Doing his
have to
thing.
making moves.
In his absence, we got a couple of guests in the building. We got a returning guest.
Yeah.
My man Leo Star Nova.
Leo Star Nova.
You know what I'm saying? In the house, aka my brother, my little brother, holding
Good to
it
see
down.
you again.
Yes.
And we got another
Welcome back.
guest
Thanks for
in the
having me.
building. My man Chris Roman representing Married to the World.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No doubt.
Yes.
Thank you for showing up. How you today, brother?
Doing good.
All
Doing
right,
great.
that's what's up. That's what's up. How's everybody been? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I know we haven't been.
It's
in
been
a
like
minute,
6
man.
weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been doing a couple of things, little
Make-
summertime thing.
But we here now
You know
though.
what
We
I'm
here
saying?
now though.
You know what I'm saying?
I
We
went,
here.
I went to DR a couple times. Had to,
Couple times.
You made it back,
You
bro?
made it back.
Nah,
You still
nah,
alive?
nah.
That's right.
I had to get rid of a
Y'all
couple
is
times.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He said twice.
Yo, you ask
Nah,
a
I'm just
Dominican
fucking
about that, they get mad. They be
Oh.
like, I don't know, I'm good. If I go out there.
Why you
I'm
asking
like,
me
yeah.
for?
But
They get
yeah,
mad about that shit. But yeah, man, we got a guest here. So Married to the World. Can you tell the people a little bit about what that is?
Married to the World is basically something I thought of. I had an inspiration since I was a kid. I always loved going to theme parks and stuff like that. And when I was younger, you know, I really couldn't afford to go to all of these places, you know, growing up in New York and
Yeah, because theme park is expensive.
yeah, really expensive. You go to the theme park, your mom be packing Snickers and
Hell
everything
yeah.
in
Hell
their
yeah,
bag,
you
so you
got
can't
to.
buy anything. But it's pretty much a thought and a dream that I had because the end game is I want to bring inner city kids and underprivileged kids out to the theme parks because, you know, the way I experienced it, I want them, you know, to have that same experience because we all have that childlike wonder. And it's the more places we see, it opens our eyes to different things. And whether it be theme parks or the surrounding cities that are in the theme parks or the food around there, it's just basically a positive experience for everyone.
That's
So
what's up.
it's centered around theme parks, right? So
Yes.
You're going to all these theme parks?
Yes.
Like physically, you go there? It's not
Physically,
like
I go
YouTube
there.
videos
no,
or nothing?
No. It's physically, I go there. I've been to numerous theme parks around the world. I've ridden over 638 roller coasters.
Damn,
638.
Yeah.
bro.
So what kind of what all theme like what theme parks have you been to? Obviously, you've been to all the ones here in Orlando.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to all of them. The farthest one I've been to, I went to Joyopolis, Fuji-Q, which is in Japan.
Wow.
shit.
I've been to Thorpe Park, Alton
They got
Towers.
the height
in England.
requirements?
Yes.
The same thing?
Yeah, same height requirements. Even worse. Some of them are, 48 inches. Usually they're like 54 inches, but around the world they have different requirements because they have different kind of safety procedures and protocols.
me
So
What about the height requirement in China? What's the height requirement? Is it
it's pretty much the same.
a lot of people not
Why do you
riding
ask
roller
that,
coasters?
Yeah.
This guy.
It's pretty much the same. But I think a lot of the roller coasters 48 inches, so they
48
A
inches.
little short,
a
4
little
foot.
shorter than than
Yeah.
So everybody good then.
imagine how many grown women wouldn't be able to ride a roller coaster.
yeah.
Everybody knows you put them in a kimono,
that's
put
what's
two
up.
together, and
Yeah.
you ride a roller coaster together. Come on now.
So what's what would be the craziest roller coaster you've been on? Out of all
Oh man!
638.
Out of all 638 coasters I've been on, I think right now it's my number one coaster right now. It's Steel Vengeance in Cedar Point, and that's in Sandusky, Ohio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard about that in Ohio.
That-
I've heard about that.
that
park.
roller
They say that is
coaster
like the best
is
theme
intense.
park in the country.
Yeah,
Really?
it's pretty.
Is it?
It's
Would you
not
think
really
so?
a theme park per se because they don't have a lot of theming in there. It's more like an amusement park, more like the boardwalk style, like we have in Coney Island
Right,
and things
right.
like that.
what's up.
But Cedar Point, I mean, it's the roller coaster capital of the world for me.
Right.
People label other parks at that, but they label themselves as the roller coaster capital of the world. They have,
Would you give them the best in America?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
Wow.
As far as for thrill rides, yes. But as far as theming and experience, there's a couple other parks that I would say.
So what's your favorite? Is that your favorite park?
My favorite park? I would say it's the one in Japan, Fuji-Q. Because they have the most extreme coasters that I like. Cedar Point does, but I don't want to be biased and be, this is American, this is what it is. But
Right.
as far as coasters and revolutionizing the game, pretty much Fuji-Q is pretty awesome.
How would
That's
you
crazy.
rate like Islands of Adventure and Universal, what we have
Baby
here in
stuff.
Orlando to the whole world?
I
Like,
think they're
how do we
catered
hold
more
up?
to families.
Okay.
They have experiences that a family could enjoy because you can't really have like a Cedar Point here in Orlando. I mean, Busch Gardens is pretty close to it, but they have their zoo and their theming to it, so everybody can have a little taste of everything if they can't go on the rides.
Okay.
But as far as Orlando, I think this is the theme park capital of the world, so they have, Disney, Islands of Adventure, and stuff like that. It's more for families, so there's not that many thrill rides. But lately, they've been adding a
Yeah,
little bit
Tron.
more
They
thrills,
need to,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're opening Tron in Disney. They just opened Hagrid's in Universal,
Wow.
which is pretty awesome. And other than that, I mean, they're trying to get to that point because they see that there's more roller coaster enthusiasts and thrill seekers in this area that are looking for more than just a simulator or a show, pretty much.
So with that being said, let me ask you. So on the flip side, what's the worst roller coaster that
Yeah,
you've
what's
been
the
on?
what's the ride you went on?
man.
You got off like
That you
that
was like,
shit
this
is
is trash.
trash.
Overhyped,
Man, overhyped. I would say it has to be probably Space Mountain
Oh,
because it's so iconic though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But as far as
yeah.
the ride experience,
Trash.
it's
I mean, when I went,
it's family oriented. I would say.
I had a lot of fun when
Just
I
in
went
case
on
Disney's
it.
listening.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like 20 years ago, that ride was lit. Now,
That's the
you
last
go
time
I went on
it's
it.
like, yeah.
And
I haven't been
it's
on it
gotten
in
a
5
little
years,
rougher
but-
over the years.
Rougher?
Yeah, it's kind
That
of like
shit was wild
They need
rickety
to
when I
janky,
went
so
on it.
like, yeah,
So it's
they
got
need
worse?
They need to
Oh.
upgrade some
Yeah.
of these rides.
but that's but I would say the one of the worst that I've been on, but I love it so much because of my first roller coaster was the Coney Island Cyclone.
Oh, true
old
that,
school.
true
Okay,
that. Now,
okay.
that's a classic joint.
Never
Classic.
been to Coney
Classic.
Island, man.
Yeah, that's something. I mean,
That's dope.
you gotta. That's like a baby
That's
one.
a
You gotta do that one.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
you
saying?
have to. It's a rite of
I ain't do
passage
that
for
one though,
us
but
coastal
I'm just saying
enthusiasts.
that.
Yeah.
I'm very selective when it comes to roller coasters and all
Not a
that.
roller coaster guy?
I don't
none
like
of them.
heights, B.
Really?
Nah, I don't do roller coasters
See,
at
another
all.
thing y'all ain't know, but I don't
You
like
don't do
heights
them
at
at
all.
all?
At all, bro.
I'm
all right,
good.
so I'm gonna throw out a fun fact.
Go ahead.
Good.
So you probably know what I'm about to say. For
Yeah.
a long time, I did not ride airplanes, bro.
Oh, you was that
long
guy?
Time. I was
Yup.
Fat
Yes.
Joe, bro.
He was that dude.
I was
bro.
that guy.
He would
I was
not hop
taking
on a
the
plane.
train.
No,
I
it was
taking
DJ Khaled was the one who just started.
Yeah,
he never
bro.
flew. I don't
So-
know about Fat Joe too.
Yeah, he was too.
That
That's
little
why 50
Khaled was
Cent.
the
50
same
Cent was
way.
talking shit like when they was beefing. He's like, "Shut up, you don't even ride planes. How you talking crazy?" You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was me. So for like about 10 years, like real talk.
Facts.
Yeah.
And the first time that I re-entered the airplane game was to go to Puerto Rico to go to this gentleman's
Yeah, I
wedding.
remember that.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying?
I remember that.
So
and I,
a little
I
bit of
appreciate
significance.
that.
I remember that.
For him to take that leap
Yeah, bro.
for me and
Yeah,
my
bro.
family and my wife and
Yeah,
everything,
that's dope.
it meant a lot.
Yeah, dope though.
Because I asked
Because
myself,
I know
how
how
you
long.
get, fam?
Because I would even ask.
like, how
him.
you
Yeah,
get
you just
this,
went to
son?
DR the Rams wedding?
Yeah.
Well, no, that was before. This
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
what?
yeah.
How long you been married?
This
now?
was 2015.
Yeah, so about 5 years ago, I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck it." You know,
So
my
for a
man
while
wanted me.
before that, you didn't get on
No.
planes.
Nah, son. I
on the
remember.
train.
And I was asking him for years. I said, let's
So
go
we'll
take
hop
a
on the
trip. Let's
trains
go do
first
this.
before you
Let's
go
Yo, I
anywhere.
remember my
We can take a
wife-
train.
Train.
Y'all,
It was a
you know,
train always.
everybody,
yup.
the audience, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm an open book. So it was a couple times my wife went to New York with the kids and all that, and I'm like, "Yo, I can't do it."
Drive up there and meet y'all?
Yo,
You
they
just
got on the
didn't go.
plane and left me, bro. I had to take the bus, bro. I got there like a day later, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then, I was like, nah, I can't keep doing that. That's
That's
some sucker shit.
crazy.
Bro,
I can't be sending my
You could at
family.
least got on a plane to take some NyQuil to go to sleep.
It wasn't like that, bro. That's all right. Never mind. I ain't gonna go into it.
Yeah,
where fear
yeah.
started.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah, I got over that. Like I said, it was because of my man.
That's
you know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
He had his wedding in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? We went out there. Chris was there too.
Yes,
You
he
know what I'm
was.
saying? We had a
was good times, man.
pretty good time out
Good
there.
times.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
All right, staying on the topic of fearing for your life.
Okay.
Have you ever been on a roller coaster that you just like you got on and they locked it down? Like, bro, I feel like I'm about to fall out of this shit. What was the scariest coaster that you like the most beat down? Like, I'm about to die after this shit.
I'll tell you the
roller coaster.
truth. There was some in Japan. There was a rickety roller coaster that was like it looked like they didn't do any maintenance for
Damn.
years.
Is
They
it
just
wood?
dusted off.
No, this was steel,
Ooh.
and it was
Pause. Huh?
it looked real. It looked real questionable. It was real suspect. I tried to just was like, okay, let me get the credit because I have to try to do anything to get on these roller coasters. So when I got on it, even the ride ops were like the people who escort you to the ride and make sure you're safe.
Niggas like, you sure you
When
gonna-
I was
Sure, bro?
when I was putting on my restraints, when we started moving, I felt that move up.
There was some
So
give.
I was like, yeah. So I was like, oh man, no, I can't go out like this on this ride. You know what I mean? If it's any other roller coaster, yeah, I would do it. But then in a different country somewhere else, yeah. But that was the only one. It's called Jet Coaster. They didn't even spell coaster right. Coaster. So right then and there, that gave me an idea.
So you got off?
Spell it
No,
right.
I wrote it.
Because I was gonna ask you, has there ever been one that you just said, I'm not getting on it? Like you just saw it and you like, I'm bowing out, bro.
There's not really that much that scares me anymore.
Facts. Okay.
Yo,
so,
even that Photoshop shit that I showed, that I had on,
Yeah.
that I posted with the shit.
If
that
it
go
was
out there.
Crazy.
If it
That
was
looks
real,
crazy.
I would
He
do
said he
it.
gonna do it if it
Oh,
was real.
what?
Nah,
One
son.
that went up
the one that you,
Yeah,
the
bro.
one that you posted?
Yeah, bro.
Bruh.
One of the craziest
Nah,
things
son.
I've done, it was kind of like one of those big swings that you sit down on. There's a couple on each side, but it was off of a mountain, on the side of a mountain in Denver, in Colorado, in
Bruh.
Vail, Colorado. They have a place called Glenwood Caverns.
Bruh.
And I went on it.
You used to live
it
in
looked crazy.
Denver, right?
Yeah,
In
I lived in
Colorado
Denver
for a
for
while.
a while.
That's
For
what's
about
up.
8 months.
See, in Vegas on the top of the stratosphere, they have the coaster that's
Yes.
an arm and it swings
Yeah.
out. Yeah, we were supposed to do it, but she got pregnant and we couldn't get on the
Yeah, I
roller
did that.
coasters
That's a
at
pretty
the
good
hotel.
excuse.
Yeah,
So-
that one was pretty good. It wasn't.
You went on
that
that one
bad.
too?
Yeah,
How
I've
was
done
that?
that. It was pretty good.
Wow.
The best thing that I've
looked
done
cool.
on there was jumping off the stratosphere.
Yeah, yo,
Yeah.
our room was on the side where they did it, so there
You
was
see
just
people coming
flying
right
down.
Oh, you see
Nah,
people?
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what
See.
you mean flying down? What you mean?
They would
You're in a harness.
It's like zip lining
Yeah,
or
like a
bungee
zip line,
jumping
but you're
down.
going
Yeah,
right
you like
down.
zip line down.
Bro, that
Like,
would
you
have
just
scared me.
fly
I'm good.
So
That
you
would have
just see it
scared me
out
at
your
first.
window?
Yeah,
I
like,
can't
oh,
do
shit,
it.
Went
this nigga's
right
jumping?
by our window because we had a room that faces the front of the hotel. She noticed
I
it
can't
times
do it,
first.
man.
I didn't
Like,
see
why-
it,
Nah.
and then when I noticed it, I was like, "Oh shit, bro!
I would-
Should we be jumping too?
I'd have called the front desk.
There's people falling. They jumping."
Nigga said, it's a fire. They jumping.
And there's a channel in the hotel that you could turn to, and you can watch the
You can
live
watch them,
camera.
yeah.
You can watch
Oh,
them. Like it's like a GoPro on the
Oh,
helmet and
wow.
shit. You can watch them jump.
insane.
Yo,
up in the,
I
in the
can't
thing,
do
you
it,
watch them
bruh.
jump
Yeah,
out.
to be honest, that was the only thing, like that and a few of the sky coasters. You ever see like in Fun Spot or anything that have that big thing that brings you all the way like 200
Have you
feet?
been to the
Oh,
one
yeah,
in
yeah,
Orlando
yeah,
that
yeah,
goes
yeah.
up and swings around?
Yeah, the Orlando Star Flyer.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
I
shit's
have.
pretty,
I-
that shit is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's good when you get up there. It's a nice view. It's not really.
Does it go that fast?
Yeah, it's not that
It
thrilling.
He
seems-
said
looking
it's
at it
a
looks pretty
nice
crazy.
view.
Yeah, it's a nice
Man.
view.
I ain't messing with you.
Yeah, I will be done, bro. I faint probably.
So, yo, I
Facts.
gotta ask. So you said that the goal is to be able to get kids to these theme parks. How do you plan on doing that?
Well, from being in the industry for a while, I've got into with a couple of contacts and share my ideas and say, hey, listen, I would just shooting these ideas to them. I have could get a bunch of kids together anywhere. This is not even in just Orlando. This could be anywhere living that, that kids I could find, whoever wants to go. I mean, because we don't know what kind of situation they're in or anything like that. But if they want to take that leap, because it's kind of brave for a little kid or anybody to go onto a roller coaster, because
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of fear involved. And I look at it
still
as
scared.
being
Shit.
optimistic.
I'm grown.
If you can do that and get over that fear of riding something that's, go out of your comfort zone, then, it could apply to other things in life.
It's like a life lesson.
Exactly.
Message. We ain't got that drop.
So that's primarily my goal. My goal is also to hopefully own and operate a theme park.
Okay.
So
So that's your goal.
man.
that's the main goal.
And you're reaching for your goal.
reaching
Reaching for the
That's
goal.
well,
that's
ironically,
right,
the
man.
name of the show is People Reaching Goals.
What a coincidence.
You fit right in, my brother. Nah, no doubt, no
No,
doubt.
theme parks are, amazing and fun.
Yeah, bro.
We love, me and my wife, we got kids. We have had annual passes to SeaWorld, and now we got them to Universal and Islands of Adventure. So we love going to theme parks, man.
It's definitely a
fun.
place where people could let loose and be who you want to be. I mean, there's no judging. You go around, you have fun. You're making memories with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and it's something that I think everybody should have.
Yeah.
And it helps even in society today, because there's a lot of stresses from careers, from outside elements, so that they could basically let loose for a while and have fun and make memories.
I like water parks a little more now, though, just because sometimes it's like summertime. It's so hot out here.
Yeah.
Waiting in line,
Yeah,
I get
definitely
frustrated.
here.
So I like the water parks a little better now.
Yeah.
You got the
I like-
Aquatica season pass?
No, we got Volcano Bay right
Okay,
now.
that's
yeah,
what's up, that's what's up.
Volcano Bay. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's just got a
exactly.
huge
It's pretty
volcano
good.
in it.
Yeah,
That's it.
they're both pretty awesome. I'm gonna say Volcano Bay turned out pretty
Do you
good.
do water parks too?
Yeah, I definitely do water
Yeah?
parks. Yeah.
Okay.
The one that they just opened a new one on 192. They opened Margaritaville.
I seen
Oh, yeah,
that.
I heard about
it's
that.
called H2O.
Yeah, H2O
Park or
Live,
something. It's
yeah.
I heard about that one.
the Margaritaville
Yeah.
like resort that they
It's kind of. It
opened.
reminds
looks
me.
cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Wet and Wild.
I was gonna say the
Oh,
same exact
okay,
thing, especially
okay.
because of the slides that they
Yeah,
got right there in the front.
and it's also
Looks like Wet n
I don't know
Wild.
how long everyone been here in Orlando, but they used to be one on 192 called Watermania.
Yeah,
It was-
Watermania.
yeah.
They always get that free pass.
Yeah,
and we get it
was-
at school.
It was an awesome park, but
Yeah,
I mean,
Watermania.
with that park, I mean, I don't like it the same way as like Wet and Wild, because Wet and Wild was like the park was like in the middle of the street, so like you can see everybody from outside. And
Okay,
it wasn't
okay.
like so inclusive like the way Aquatica is or
Right.
Volcano
That's a good
Bay.
point because
Right,
that
right,
park
right.
is like right on the
Yeah,
street.
so it doesn't give you the sense of you're somewhere else.
Right,
That,
you
know,
still-
that theming of somewhere to be.
You
know,
see the I-4 or whatever.
definitely.
I
Yeah.
get the feeling it's really a professional theme park.
That's what I'm
amusement
saying,
park
bro.
Guy. Yeah, you
know
got a
what I'm
feel
saying?
For it. Do you do that as well? Like, so where do you put these? Do you take videos when you go play?
Yeah,
these places?
I'm
You
on
put 'em out?
Instagram. I'm Married to the World. I'm also on Facebook, Married to the World, and every social media, Twitter. What I do is basically I take photos for the parks. Usually I do for their advertisements and things like that, and I also do photography for myself. So I put that out there. I usually when they're opening up a new ride, roller coaster, water park ride, I will go ahead and take the pictures. I will go there on media day, take the pictures, and kind of like advertise for them.
Right,
So
right,
it's
right.
basically free advertisement for them, but they give
compensate you and right.
for what it is.
dope.
But
Yeah.
also, when I'm at these parks, I'm taking footage because in the fall I'm going to release a show, Married to the World, which I'm gonna hopefully put on social media avenues or even bigger if I can get it to that point. But it's gonna be traveling around what theme parks are around in the area, going to the theme park, what the experiences, what they could,
That's dope.
to see what's there. Also, the hotels and the food amenities around
Nah, that's
the
dope,
city.
bro.
And also, if you're in the
That's
area,
tough, I
say
like
you
that.
go for a weekend, you're in Ohio, you basically know, okay, the theme park's not the only thing. Where else
Correct.
can I
Yeah,
go?
The stuff that's
Right,
going
right.
on
So-
around it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Now that's dope, bro.
That's dope.
So like for example, in Cleveland and Cedar Point, you can go to. There's another theme park like 2 hours away, which is
Oh,
Kings
okay.
Island, and
Okay.
then there's another. The major city right there is Cleveland. So you got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
You got everything else around there, the sports venues and things like that.
So if a person is going to one of these events or one of these facilities and they don't know what to do for the next day, they could look in your database.
yeah, I could give them a top 10 of like what's
Right,
in the
right.
city, what's the
That's
what
That's
should
dope.
you look
That's
forward to,
definitely
That's dope.
what foods you should try and things like that.
No,
So,
that's
That's definitely
I
dope,
see a
bro.
lot of potential in that,
Facts.
bro, from multiple avenues, bro.
Thank you.
That's dope, bro.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, definitely. I
You know, and
like
also
that.
like, because it's like you're doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, kind of seems to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're doing something different that, especially when you talk about the urban community,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of things like this, where people talk about
and that,
roller
and,
coasters
and that's
or
the
alternative
stigma.
things to do.
Yeah, and that's the stigma that I see is that people like myself and everyone else from the urban areas, they don't think that they can have fun. I mean, it's
Right.
a part. It's like it's not cool to let loose. It's not cool
Right.
to act
Exactly.
a fool at a
Exactly.
park and do stuff. And it's
But
I want to
this is-
change that.
But on
you
the
know?
same token, though, this is what everybody used to do.
exactly.
Like coming from New York, we always used to have the bus rides to Hershey Park or
Yeah.
Great Adventure. That was part of our staple growing up. I don't know why we kind of moved away from it and went to everything else.
yeah, that's
Technology.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's the thing. And technology is a big part of it because
They make parks better too, though.
People
too.
staying
You're
inside
right,
too
you're
much,
right,
man.
you're right, you're right.
Yeah, technology is a big part of it because we have more of, the kids playing video games indoors. Well, they could
Right.
go because even like in Japan, the way they have it, they have video games that you can actually live. You're in it.
What do you mean?
Because they have a they have a few
Saw a
rides.
show like that.
They have a few rides there that it's actually there's this roller coaster that has. It's basically like a ride, like a normal roller coaster, but it still has the video game element to it. So you have a gun. It's like a zombie.
Oh, so
thing.
you
it's
like-
called
like a
Gekion
Men in
Live.
Black shit.
Yeah, like a Men in Black stuff,
you
but
go
more
on the roller
intense.
coaster and you
But
like-
you're a part of a team, so you have to
Oh.
like.
See,
You have
things
to
like that.
defend
That's
your honor
crazy.
in
I know
there.
what's
Some
going on
virtual
outside.
reality.
Yeah, virtual reality kind of
crazy.
stuff. And then also, like it's just having the interaction with people.
Right.
I mean, that's
Right,
the
right.
main thing.
Mhm.
I
Right.
mean, you could be on Xbox Live, PlayStation, and you could be talking to people over,
But
but
you
it's
don't
still
see
not
them.
the same as the genuine
Correct.
Right.
interaction
Right,
with people.
right. Being in the same room
Yeah, being in
or
the same
being in the
room.
same area,
Yeah,
blah, blah. Yeah, I
exactly.
feel you, bro.
So I'm trying to. I want to try to pull the kids out from
Doing
there
the same old.
and be like us. When we used to go be outside until late
Right,
and
right.
until the
when
street
the
lights
street
went
lights
out.
came on.
See,
Exactly.
to me, I always thought because I grew up here in Florida, in Central Florida,
Mm-hmm.
right near Orlando, like you said, theme park capital of the world. I always felt like it was just because I lived around here. We go to theme parks. It's what you
Right.
do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know y'all, like you from New York.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of theme parks like
Yeah.
that.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
No.
And then the
Like,
weather
not
too. You
close,
can't
yeah,
do it all
yeah.
year.
Right, exactly.
That's
you don't
another
want a theme
thing.
park in the snow. That's not
Right.
going
No.
down.
Yeah.
What?
They don't have that, so they're more seasonal.
So
I
I
think,
always
yeah.
just looked at it like, it's more, I guess, where you live at. If you live near some, area where there's theme parks, then you'll go.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
don't, then you just can't.
Yeah. But I guess it probably becomes like an out of sight, out of mind. Like if you
Yeah,
don't
that's
see
right.
it,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
You don't
saying?
see
But
it,
Stuff you fantasize about.
situation
Yeah.
like my brother, where he's advertising or promoting, the fun and the experience that he's having at these facilities, and other people say, "Oh, well, I don't have to just go to a club, or I don't just have to go to a party."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
could do
where
something like
it's a
that,
good
you know what I'm
thing,
saying?
too,
Yeah.
because people don't realize you can take a vacation to a place and go just to go to a theme park. If most people wouldn't think Cedar Point
Right.
in Ohio.
Yeah.
Right, right,
Like
right,
that.
right, right,
Besides
right.
go to a theme
I
park.
never even
for a
heard of
day.
it.
Right,
until
right,
you
No,
right.
you
said
can
it,
not just a
yeah.
nice hotel. You said there's another theme park.
Right.
There's things you could do.
Open yourself up to
around
new
it.
experiences.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
and that's the thing. You go to these places and that you would never think of. Oh, why am I going? Like
Right.
people have asked me, why are you going to Ohio? Why are you going to Indiana? Why are you going to Kentucky? Well, there's nothing there. But as far as going to these theme parks is an entry to the city to experience
Correct.
new things and to see, because there's a lot of different cities. Like when I go to Kentucky, I've had some of the best barbecue and stuff like that around.
Right, right, right.
And people need to know this. Like
So you
there's a
been
lot
to
of
Six
things.
Flags in Georgia?
Yes.
I went there when I was a kid. That was pretty good. when I was a
Word.
kid.
Yeah, and
I didn't do that one.
that's
I don't know
a pretty
how it is
awesome
now.
place because they have a lot of things besides Six Flags Over Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
They have the Coca-Cola museum. You can see they have
Yeah.
one of the
Wow.
best aquariums in the world.
Yeah.
There,
Okay.
that's pretty amazing, and
And
the food is
I remember
awesome.
the
over there.
prices for Six Flags were pretty good. Like it was like $60 to get in,
Yeah.
as opposed
That's
to
not bad. And
Universal.
usually you
That's
could
like
find-
$110.
Yeah, and usually you could find there's coupons out there and
Mm-hmm,
things like that could bring the price down to like $40. I mean, it's still a
Wow.
little pricey for some people, but still. It's attainable. I mean, it's
That's
not
crazy.
out
Yeah.
of control. It's not like Disney where you have to pay like $120.
Right,
Yeah,
and that's just to
like
get in the
that's
door. Now you're
crazy.
not even talking
Yeah.
about food
One
and all
park,
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, one
Right.
park. Yeah.
And then you got to pay the park. It's like $25.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be wild.
So tell the people. I just want to make sure that your social media and your stuff gets out there. Tell the
Yeah.
people your social media again, so they can learn how to.
All right.
follow you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram on Married to the World. I'm on Facebook, Married to the
With
World.
the number 2?
Oh no, it's just Married to the World.
Oh,
Spelled
straight
out.
out?
Spelled
Okay.
straight out.
Okay.
And I'm also on Twitter, M2TW official, and you can hit me up there if you have any, if you need any advice on any trips or you
Right.
want to, explore somewhere. Just let me know. Shoot me a message, and I'll be glad to help.
That's what it is. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick break. You know what I'm saying? Organize ourselves and come back. We're gonna get into our topic. Our topic today is with the when you have a lot of
sports.
professional athletes and entertainers taking control of their own career, does it ultimately end up being a positive or negative for that particular industry? So we're going to, like I said, chop it up. We're going to take a break. This is 950 ENT Radio, PRG Podcast.
Hey, get it.
You calling this revenge of the summer? Take me back to when we used to grab a pen for the number. Not a name coming with an @ sign. And hating ass friends in the background. I'm like Martin with Pam, I don't back down. I ain't an athlete, I'm good rapper height. You ain't carrying baggage, you had to bag 'em right. On your webby, savage life is bad advice. If I tell you that you start acting right, you want your do right and kill everything. Nice for what? You don't need a wedding ring. It ain't the right time. Said it's tight, right smile. And if she let me hit it, then I might drown. In the section, champagne, ice down. Taking pictures with the hookah blowing white clouds. I don't play the rebound like the White House. And I ain't trying to cuff like a Mike Lowry. Your friend's bad too. You with the right on me. All white on me. Feeling quite godly. Married to the game, throw the rice on me. I don't need the lights on me, we shine already. Is it rude to say it's mine's already? I don't mean permanent. Pocket full of new friends, keep burning them. She said, can't nobody hold me down. Yeah, I ain't tripping, I like your style. Yeah, the way I'm sipping, I just might drown. I might, yeah. And we fucking up the summer right now. And we fucking up the summer, yeah. I don't hold court, that's a negative. We ballin' on court, baby, can I live? No judging up on this side. Staying loyal to the lawyer, won't switch side. You and your live life, get fly, kill shine. You ain't trying to give a ring size. I ain't looking for a fight like we ringside. but I knock it out on the king size. And that didn't just talk either. I had to call FEMA. You had to wake them up, they was all sleeping. On you ready for the world, break them off, Sheila. Might have flew over your head. These J holidays won't lay in the bed and try to keep you there. Had you curled up like Alicia hair. You want that come through, leave you sleeping there. In the morning, right back to the bread chase. Last summer it was Mary J. Escape. Now you pick a place and escape. More liquor, less chase. Pour the pain is the best taste. Keep killing, baby, checkmate. She said, can't nobody hold me down. Yeah, I ain't tripping, I like your style. Yeah, the way I'm sipping, I just might drown. Yeah, and we fucking up the summer right now. And we fucking up the summer, yeah.
Welcome back. This is 950 Ent Radio's People Region Goes podcast.
Hey, we back
you know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
building.
We still got our guest in the building, my man Chris Roman from Married
Yes,
to the
sir.
World.
Yes, married
You know
to
what I'm
the
saying?
world. Dope.
AKA the life hack.
The life hack.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Nah, I
So,
love it.
we want to go into our topic, but before we do that,
I
you know
got
what I'm saying?
we got a couple more questions for you. I didn't get a chance to ask you the hard-hitting questions.
All
The
right.
most important of everything. Have you ever seen any kind of verbal disagreement or physical disagreement at said parks?
Yes, I've seen a couple of them because also I've worked at a major theme park, so I would see families with children
Wow.
that they're not tall enough, and they're like, you know, they get the mothers get real mad because they hype them up before they get to the park, saying, "Hey, you can get on
Gonna
this,
get on this
you
ride."
can get
And
on
they be
this
like, "Nah, you
ride."
can't.
And like, no, there's safety precautions, and
Hell yeah.
you can't take that chance. So there's been arguments. I've seen people waiting on the queue lines because people cutting. They start getting into fights
Wow.
and things like that. But it's pretty minimal. It's not really that. It's not really that crazy, but it happens.
You seen that? Y'all seen that? That I think it was on YouTube.
Oh,
or Facebook.
Disneyland?
Yeah,
Disneyland.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
was
the
wild, I saw that.
shorty
World
spitting
Star.
dude face,
Yeah.
and then he hit her.
He
Yeah,
was
that's-
hitting, he
my
was hitting
baby.
everybody, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like I didn't even know who he was mad at.
I
He
don't
was
even
hitting
know about
everybody.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
I'm thinking, I'm like, if I'm there with my family, do I step in? You know what I'm saying? Do
I tell you, me personally, I'm not stepping in, bro.
What?
I'm not stepping in, yo. I'm not getting in anybody else's beef.
I'm gonna keep looking back though.
And right,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
I mean, there's security there, bro. That's their job.
Yeah, that ain't
I mean,
my
you
job.
know,
I don't know y'all.
They say, you know,
I'm not Marvel, bro.
Fuck around, get my ass beat out here for you. I
I'm
don't
not a
know you.
superhero.
I saw
son.
that.
I mean, I thought about that too. What if I step
Facts.
the dude and be
Yeah,
like,
you
chill, and I
drop
get
your
my
ass.
You
ass
drop
beat?
you out first. Yeah, I'm
Now
not
I'm
doing that,
supposed to
bro.
hold
Now
my
you looking
family
crazy.
down
Yeah, now
after
you
that.
looking crazy in
I'm
front of
not
your
doing that,
family.
son.
for no
Time to go to
reason.
bed. No, nigga.
Fucked up.
The
nigga.
only thing that I saw
Go to bed. No, nigga.
that was bad about that was that park security didn't get there quicker.
Son, they didn't do
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
And
That
even
was
when
a
they got
couple
there,
minutes.
they didn't do
They were
nothing,
there
bro. They
for
were just
like a
standing
whole
there,
bout.
fam.
There was a couple of rounds
Yeah,
that went
bro.
down.
Yeah.
I
Man,
seen
there was
a
dudes
woman
hitting
fall.
chicks, all
Yeah,
type of
bro.
You
shit.
shit everybody.
Full
Yeah.
strength.
A woman
I
fell
seen-
off like an ECV, which was one of those like electric
Yeah.
wheelchairs or whatever.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
that.
my
I saw that.
God, bro.
Yeah.
He was just
Wild.
hitting everybody, laying them
Yo,
out.
he hit. I seen like 2 women get hit, bro.
There was an
I
issue
seen
there.
one dude hit, look, he hit the lady for no reason, bro.
Bam.
He just
Yeah,
hit her.
just
Yeah,
Squared
yeah.
up with dude.
Yeah, and
He
just
took-
hit her with a left.
Right. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
yo,
It was
how does that
madness out
happen,
there.
bro?
It was madness out there. I
What
don't
happened
know
to your
was going on.
morals, bro? How you
Yeah,
hitting
it's-
women out here? I mean,
Nah,
I
that's what I
understand. That's a
said.
violation.
That,
Somebody
and that's
spit.
It was
that's
just
the
so
thing that
random.
You don't want to see.
Somebody spit in your face though. That's like.
That is
You gotta
that's
get hands.
disrespectful.
You
Don't
gotta
get
get
me
hands,
wrong.
man.
Yeah, nah. I mean,
See, I'm an opportunist though, man. I would have seen that shit. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, the line's dying down. 'Cause everybody watching.
stupid,
Exactly.
Said, What's the wait
Y'all
time on
see
that?
What's the wait?
Hey, that shit is crazy.
Over there, they fighting. Right up on that ride. Ride that bitch 3 times.
Smart, man.
yeah.
So it's all about the
Word.
opportunities you take in life.
That's what's up though.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always a silver lining in everything, right?
You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay positive, I guess.
Exactly.
Fuck a
But
fast
yo,
pass.
speaking of positivity, you know what I'm saying? So the theme of today's show is people taking control of their careers, you know what I'm saying? And we see this a lot right now with the NBA and free agency. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of players taking control of their careers, deciding where they want to go.
Yes.
You know, it wasn't like that back in the days.
Nah,
Nah.
not at all.
Personally, I like it though. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I kind of, I said it to y'all in the chat. I think it's like franchise mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So what do y'all feel about that? What do y'all feel about super teams and players calling their own shots and kind
Well,
of
I
taking their
mean-
control of their career?
See, I guess the effect of it is the super teams, right? Like
Yeah.
all these superstars, all these star players that link up. I never
Right.
had a problem with it because I feel like honestly, and I know it sounds dumb, but I swear I learned this from playing video games when I was young. Doing the franchise mode and putting all the best, I would just sign and release players and put all the best players on whatever team I wanted.
Yeah, bro.
And it wouldn't help because there's only one ball. You
Still
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna-
So it doesn't really matter. And I
Right.
learned that playing that game, and then in real life you see it translates because it's just proof like how many people have teamed up over time and they don't always win. The Warriors don't win every year.
Correct.
You know, like it just doesn't.
It's not a guarantee.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee. There's only one basketball in the game is played a certain way. There's only like a scientific amount of so many possessions, so many touches because there's so much time. Like
Correct.
at the end of the day, you can have all the stars you want, but they're only gonna get the ball so much.
That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like it doesn't
have that
matter.
chemistry.
So that's why for super
Chemistry,
teams to
sacrifice.
me. It never bothered me too much. And,
It is
and
what it is.
You
It's
seen the
exciting.
Warriors at 73-9, the best
They
team
still didn't
ever.
win.
Yeah.
That was a team that was all through drafts and trades.
Facts.
KD was
Correct.
not on that
KD
team.
wasn't there. Yep.
You know what I
Point
mean?
to
Like
bring it up.
that's a super team, but nobody wanted to go. So I never had an issue with it. Now back to the topic of them taking control of their own careers. I love it. I love it in every industry. I love it in the
Me as well.
NBA. If you're not happy somewhere, just like with us, with our job, we're not
Any
happy.
normal
we're allowed
job.
to leave.
Right.
Why
Correct.
can't they
Yeah.
do that? Why
Correct.
are
What's
they
the
binding to
difference?
these?
There's
Like
no
what kind of
difference.
shit is that? So I don't have an issue with it.
I
at
look at
all.
it like this, and then people talk about loyalty. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
say the way it is
Man,
right
they
now.
not
There's
loyal
no
to you.
right.
Exactly.
Like
It's a
if-
business. It's a general,
It's a business.
Correct.
Both
general
ways.
consensus. Like
Correct.
It's not personal. it's
there's a general
business.
consensus of which everybody's selling out or they're they're not staying loyal to a team. But if the team's not paying them
bro, you gotta
what
get that
they
bread.
deserve, or if there's certain opportunities that they can go to other places, like say LeBron going to LA, he could branch off and go into Hollywood. He
Correct.
could open up franchises, do anything in a bigger
Correct.
city. What's that going to equate to? Bigger dollars.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, and if so you could be loyal to an organization, but that organization in turn is always they have a responsibility to you.
Exactly.
They have a responsibility to surround you with the type of players that you need to be successful in your career.
Exactly.
You can sit there and be loyal and say I'm staying, but if they're not building a team around you, then what are you really doing?
Exactly.
You're really
If they
wasting
aren't
your time.
competent enough to build a proper team around you, why would you stay? If you
Correct.
know that, if you're able
Yeah.
to look at your front office and say, yo.
Right.
I mean, teams, they're not loyal to the players either.
No,
I
if you
mean,
get injured,
Look at DeMar
that's
DeRozan.
it.
Look what the Raptors did to
Son,
DeMar
exactly. I
DeRozan.
was telling the
Blakk
same
left
thing,
them.
bro.
Correct.
He was
Blakk.
saying he wanted to stay there. He didn't want to leave. He was
Correct.
all about Toronto, bro.
He loved that
and
place.
didn't
Correct.
the GM tell him like, "Oh, we keeping you"? Like before they even
I
traded him,
believe
he
so.
said
They
something
gave
like,
him big money. They
Right,
signed him to like
right.
a $150 million
right. And then 2 weeks later, boom, they trade him over to San
Gone.
Antonio,
And then you
he
even have
wanted
no
to be
choice
there,
of where
bro.
you go.
Like, come on, right? Exactly, no choice.
saying you can sit here-
They can send you anywhere, bro.
Right.
Exactly.
You can
right.
sit here and make a decision based on what the team look like, and then next month they trading players away. So now
Exactly.
you done signed a 7-year contract thinking that this is what the landscape is going to look like, and
It's
now
like
it's
that
different.
shit.
Now
When
you stuck.
Kyrie left
Yeah.
Cleveland, they gave him all this money. Sat down and told him we're gonna give you the keys to the car. And all of a sudden LeBron comes and now you got to sit in the passenger seat.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
He was like,
I feel
"No,
that.
I'm
And
gonna
you made
buy
a
the hill,
decision.
man." And he hit the big shot to win the championship.
feel that,
bro.
I'm out of here. Y'all got
That's what I'm saying. If they give you a long
Speaking
term,
of
if
Kyrie.
they give you a long term deal, and you're
This
there,
guy.
and they promise
This
that they're
guy.
gonna build a team around you,
That's trash.
the environment changes after
Correct.
2 years if you're not winning.
Correct.
Coaches get let
Correct.
go. Just basically the team chemistry
Players.
changes.
Correct. Right.
Players, so
I mean,
it's-
look at OKC. I always say this. OKC should have been Golden State.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They
OKC
got rid of the wrong guy.
drafted Harden. They drafted KD, and they drafted
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
yeah.
That's 3 of the top. You can argue 3 of the top
And
5.
Serge Ibaka.
So let me ask you,
Right.
so whose fault is that OKC never really got to where they should have gotten to with all those players?
And they could have
Presti,
kept
the
him. You
owner.
can't say
Is that-
He
is that
came
down
out
to the
recently
GM?
and said, he came out. Sam Presti, I don't think was Sam Presti the owner of the GM.
He's a GM.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
He came out recently and said that he made a mistake with the James Harden training. He
he
learned from that.
did. He had
He learned
three.
a
He
lot
had
from that.
3
'Cause didn't he
MVP
eventually, like,
caliber
choose,
players.
like,
Not
Ibaka?
all-stars.
All won MVP.
All
They
of
are
them.
MVP.
All of them are all
All of them,
MVP.
bro.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So how
You
can
had
blame
them all.
somebody
You
for
drafted them
leaving?
all, bro.
Drafted
You drafted
them.
them all. You had them.
But you
Correct.
would have had to pay each one of them $200 million.
But he could have
But they
because
would've been
they would have been
good.
bird
They
rights.
could've.
So he could have.
That's
He
the
could
thing.
have.
Bird rights. That's how.
He
I
could've.
know they got the bird
Right.
rights.
That's how Golden State.
So he
able
still
to
could have had them.
Yeah,
keep
because
their
I don't think
players.
you're going to luxury tax when you have that.
No,
Nah,
not if you drafted
nah.
the players.
No, you don't. So he could have kept all of them.
He should have just cut that check because they would have been.
They would've-
championship
Bro, they would
champions
have had
Facts.
one.
Yeah,
they
they
had
had
at least
at
one.
least one.
Like
They had at
two,
least-
And they
I
probably could have had
believe, bro.
two.
Probably.
They probably could have had
They
two.
went and met LeBron in the finals. They was just young.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
would have gave him a few
But
more
on-
years.
Correct.
Okay, but on top of that, I mean, we
Let's
all know
go.
why. We all know why KD left though, because I mean, KD left essentially because of Russ. I mean, at the end of the day, so
Yeah. How much his ego has a.
you probably wouldn't even been able to
That's a big
salvage
Ooh.
that though.
disbandment of
I mean,
that
look
team.
at that. I mean, he had KD. KD left.
But the time that he was
Yeah,
there, those
PG.
6 years, 7 years he was there, they could have.
No, yeah, you're right though. You're right. I mean, they were still young at that time. They hadn't gotten to where they are now.
You know, well, with that, I think that KD eventually felt like he couldn't win with Russ. But
Oh, yeah.
I think if Harden was there and they still had that same team,
I feel you.
feel like they would have won and it would have been different.
feel
Winning
you.
would have
Yeah.
healed all.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
winning always
eventually
heals
would have
all.
healed.
Always.
Like, look at Shaq and Kobe. There was a point where they hated each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
they-
Kobe snitch on Shaq? Or
He
vice
did.
versa?
Yeah.
He did with the wheel. I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I mean, come on. They had some heated shit go on
But when
in
you-
their locker room.
Some real personal
But now
shit.
they
yeah.
good though. Now they good though. Now they good though.
Yeah, now they good.
Oh, I think I hear somebody I know coming in the building.
Minor interruption.
I think I hear somebody I know coming in the
almost
Got a little
building.
interruption.
I
Who
think
is
I
it?
know. I think somebody I know is. Damn, you taking a long time, B.
Who that is?
Hey.
Hey.
My man Sarge Wonderful just walked in the building, representing another squad that a couple of people in here represent.
Yes,
Huddle
sir.
Gang.
Huddle
you know what I'm
Gang.
saying, in the building.
HG.
You know what I'm saying? You can have a seat, bro. We just talking about sports and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't knock over the camera, please.
Yeah,
You know
don't
what
do
I'm saying?
what- don't do what Sasha just did.
But besides that though, so y'all good with the landscape people?
Yeah, I don't have. No,
I
I
think
love
it's
it.
way more exciting.
Way more
Yeah.
exciting, bro. Fact.
Yeah, and you don't have these players with blind loyalty. You
Correct.
Know,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's more beneficial to them at the end of the day because they're making the top dollar for what they
What
can
about
do.
the fans though? Like if you
Man, fans are fair weather, man.
Fans,
They're there when you win it.
Exactly.
Fuck
No,
them.
that's true.
Fuck them niggas, you know what I'm saying? You got to get this money, man.
No, you know,
you're right. It is a
Yo.
business.
You know how I look at it? I look at it as like the old comic book era. You know, like you had Spider-Man, he was in Avengers, then all of a sudden he's in the X-Men. It's like it doesn't
yeah.
change.
You know what
No.
I'm
It
saying?
don't
You know?
matter.
You still out
You're
there.
still out there.
A
know what
fan
I'm
is gonna be a
saying?
fan.
Fan's gonna be a fan
Exactly.
regardless.
At the end of the day, man, these players finally know their worth. And
Mm-hmm.
they know they do what they can do, and they have the power now to do it because of technology and social media.
Fact.
Yeah.
You
So
know what I mean, they can
It
link
should be that way, man.
speaking of, so who started this whole super team thing?
LeBron.
Was it LeBron or was
I
it
don't
Boston?
think
Well, it could be Boston. You could if you
Yeah.
want
I
to
think
go.
Boston.
It was
That was-
before
that
that.
was-
I
Yeah,
mean,
would
if you
say
want to, if
Boston.
you want to get
Charles
real technical,
Barkley and Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon linked up on the Houston
They was
Rockets.
old,
They
though.
was all old,
They
but
was
why did
washed.
they link up? Because they thought,
Because-
yo, we still got
They-
it.
they-
Get
they
another-
figured-
you know what I mean, we got to run at it. We can go get that ring.
They figured it out at the
Malone
end.
I mean,
and
if you
Gary
want-
Payton went to the Lakers.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to be technical about it, if you wouldn't even go further back than that, I mean,
Okay.
we're talking about old school Boston teams that had like what 4 or 5 Hall of Famers on the same squad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the LA team, they had the same
Well,
thing.
but
3
we
or 4
talking
Hall of
about-
in the
Famers.
NBA.
We
back
talking
then.
what I'm
about
saying?
players who made the decision. Okay, let's get.
Okay, so you
together
talking about in
here.
regards to
I would
okay,
say that
all right,
LeBron
yeah.
didn't create super teams, but LeBron started the culture.
He popularized
and
it.
made
He
the
definitely
change where
popularized
players
it.
now have control.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Which
it
is a
was
good
even
thing,
that
though.
he popularized super teams. It's just that he made it to where guys want to play. He went and played with his friends. Is all it
Correct,
was.
right,
correct,
No
correct.
matter what people think, he went
No,
to
that's
Miami
fine.
because his best friend was Dwayne Wade,
Right.
and Chris Bosh tagged along because they was kind of cool. And boom, they had a solid
what's
team.
wrong
you know
with
what I'm
that?
saying?
Nah, I don't see
Yeah,
nothing
so
wrong
now
with that.
all
That's
these guys are
Right,
like,
it's
yo,
chemistry.
we want to win.
Correct.
Shit, what's up? What you know?
Correct.
What can we make happen?
They
I don't
realize,
see
oh,
that.
we don't have to
LeBron
wait till
definitely
we
started
old. We
that.
don't have to
Right.
wait till the end of our career to let it happen.
Or
We
you
You
can
don't
make
have
it
to
happen.
stay loyal to no team either. We don't have to,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Fuck them. They don't give a damn about us.
Why go ahead and put the power in the hands of the team and the GM? You can do it
Correct,
yourself, bro.
because they the ones who
Yeah.
making the moves. They the ones who playing,
Exactly.
so they should have the power.
Right, they're
I
the
mean,
ones
I
the
agree
fans
with
come
it.
to
I'm
see the
with it.
players.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I don't have
overall,
an
you
issue with it.
the like you guys said earlier, the chemistry is there.
Yeah,
When you want to play for
playing with who you want to play with.
Yeah, when you're playing for who you want to play with. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that too bad Chris Paul will never have chemistry with anybody.
Nobody.
Trash.
Everybody
But-
hates that
but
guy.
it-
That's
Everybody hates
crazy.
CP, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
But honestly, Miami, he was talking about trading for him, and I would.
Y'all don't
take
want
him
that
to
guy,
Miami.
man.
I would take him to
Really?
Miami, yeah.
He's gonna
I'd rather
hurt
have
your
him.
whole
and
team, bro.
Russell Westbrook is a better player. When they were talking about him coming to Miami, I was hyped, but he gets paid so much money.
So you
But so
rather
does
have-
CP though.
But
He's
not
owed a
as
lot of
much as
money.
Russell Westbrook.
No,
though.
that's what
Yeah, but he's still
Westbrook got.
34
It's
years
like
old. getting
$40
what?
million less.
Yeah, but he's still at 34
And
years
he's
old, getting
also
paid
a
with
less
38 million.
ball dominant player than Westbrook, because we
Chris
got
Paul.
Jimmy Butler now.
But on
That's
top of
true,
that,
too.
CP is always injury prone. So how long is he gonna play? You know what I mean?
I'd take him, get us to the playoffs.
Man, didn't he? Go ahead and send him down to
Second
Orlando,
round,
man. We
something.
need you.
Come on, we
Shit.
need it.
Magic.
So,
I mean-
so is y'all, each of y'all teams individually that y'all root for, are y'all happy Freddy
man.
with the
Don't do
move.
that.
Look at this guy. He got to bring that up.
I mean,
right?
you know,
Let's
I'm just
talk
talking
about your team.
You know what I'm saying?
He said individually
right.
your team. How did your
that's
specific
right.
team do?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, Brooklyn
Yo,
did
isn't it
pretty
crazy
good.
this offseason? Know how?
How did the Knicks do this offseason?
But check it out. So the Knicks are
No comment.
the bigger team in New York, right?
Correct.
Brooklyn's
Plead
new.
correct.
Not anymore.
But that's what I'm
Well-
saying. And then look at LA with the Clippers.
same
and,
thing.
And the Lakers. You know what I mean? Now
Clippers are
with
better than
Kawhi
the
and Paul
Lakers right
George
now.
going to the Clippers, now they're like,
Let's talk
yo.
about that, bro.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh,
was a
that's
crazy.
gonna be-
That
I
was
think
a
that's
boss,
gonna
those are
work
boss moves, bro.
Because defensive wise, that team's gonna be.
They
really
got
good.
Yes.
crazy. They got
Yes,
Patrick
bro.
Beverly.
Son, they're gonna
Now
be
they got
dogs
CP3.
on
Paul
defense.
George and Kawhi Leonard could both lock down.
Son, they're the
deep.
two-
Bro,
they're
that's
the top
like
two
ain't
players in
that
the
one
league,
of the
bro.
top 3 defensive
Yeah.
players in the
Yeah,
league?
if you look at Kawhi and
Kawhi,
PG,
Paul George,
yeah.
and
Kawhi
Patrick
won
Beverly.
Defensive Player of the Year, didn't he?
Didn't PG lock
Nah,
down?
he has not last year, but he's the two-time
Yeah,
defensive
he's
player
won
of
it
the
He was
year.
the player who locked down on LeBron in the playoffs.
And PG was what?
Yeah.
Man,
number
there's
one?
a video of
Yeah.
LeBron
True.
at the foul line, and he looks back and sees Kawhi Leonard check in.
And he was like, fuck. Right,
Yo.
yeah, I seen
He
that.
says
Right,
that
right,
shit
right, right,
clear,
right.
you
Yeah.
could see it. He was like, damn,
Yo, they're
this nigga's
beasts,
coming
man.
back in the game.
They're beasts, bro.
This nigga is a beast.
They gonna be
now.
dope
He's a
together, bro.
lockdown.
They
I'm
gonna be
looking
dope.
forward to the
Cold.
next few
It's gonna be
years.
crazy, fam.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm happy for the
this
Nets,
season
though.
right now.
I am too, because, you know,
Hell no.
stars.
Hell no. They don't deserve that.
Say,
They don't deserve
There's
it.
always going to be
What happened?
parity,
I'm
man.
They don't deserve
The
it.
Nets deserve everything that's coming
Don't
to
The
them.
Nets
deserve
don't
it.
deserve
Don't deserve shit. The Knicks.
fake ass
Guess
New
who's
York
on
how
team.
we think, bro. We did it the right way.
Like 4 years in
Y'all
New
got
York, and they
chill.
want to be New York,
Morris
man.
and
Go to New Jersey, man. Y'all get on my nerves.
Nah, son, we in Brooklyn, bro. You can't even
Come
say
on,
that
man. Y'all
no
get on my
more.
nerves, man. New Jersey Nets,
brought him
man.
there too.
Yep.
Gave him the
Can't stand
pass,
it.
signed off on it.
They're
They, hold,
Borough,
and they have a dark
bro.
arena and everything. The arena's all dark. Ain't even bright, bro.
Yo, you a hater, bro. That sounds like straight.
Hell yeah, I hate
Arena is
that.
big
Hell
Not
yeah, I
even
hate
like
the
basketball though. Like MSG's big for
Your
everything
owner don't even
else,
like
man.
your players, bro.
How y'all?
Your
how
owner
y'all-
don't even like black people, B.
You don't even know nothing about basketball, bro.
How y'all
Solve that
most known
first.
for other people scoring on y'all?
Wow, son. Your stars can't even come in the
Damn.
building. Oakley can't even come in the
I was
Next
building.
at Madison
topic.
Square
Next
Garden and be like,
segment.
LeBron dropped 62,
Damn,
Carmelo dropped
son.
58.
Damn,
They don't
son.
talk about no
Next
Knicks
segment.
players in that motherfucker.
Damn, son.
Yo, man, our team is trash, man, right now. I mean, Brooklyn came through. They took NY over.
Yo, let me
BK, bro.
say this much
They
real
took
quick
him
though about
out
the Knicks.
over.
Imagine
First
one
up,
of these guys that y'all draft or one of these picks that y'all got,
Yeah, got
all of a
somebody
sudden
nice,
turns
bro.
into a superstar.
He might.
In 4 or 5 years from now, James Dolan looks like a genius.
He's gonna leave.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but are we gonna be
Y'all got a
keep
lot
him?
of picks.
Let's
Y'all got
say
a lot of young people. What if some of them turn out to be real? What if
I mean,
one of them turns out
my
to be
only-
really?
my
I mean,
only-
but
my
they
only
had
concern-
somebody
no,
who was nice.
my
They
only
had Porzingis, and now he's going
I'm
too.
saying my only concern is that, like I said, if that does happen, will he want to stay? Like the whole
Yeah, I
the
feel
way
you.
James
Yeah,
Dolan
that's always the problem.
has killed the franchise.
Yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Once he's able to go ahead and
After
actually
4
make
years,
a
he's
right,
like, I'm-
is he
yeah.
actually going to want to
winning?
stay in NY? Exactly. That's my only like RJ Barrett. If he actually pops off,
Yeah.
He's looking terrible
He
right
might
now.
go
in
to the
Summer
Nets.
League.
he is looking terrible. It's summer league, so we're gonna.
Nah, Summer League is a big deal to me.
Nah, summer league.
Any player that's
Look at
good
Lonzo
played
Ball, bro.
good in the Summer League.
Look at
Lonzo
Lonzo
balled out
Ball.
in Summer League.
He did. He's been.
about
He's been
Zion?
He
empty
just
since
been hurt.
then.
He played good.
Nah, I like Zion, man. I mean, I think
Zion, he wasn't. I don't think he played that good in that first game. The half a game that he played, I watched it. He looked
Yeah.
like real nervous. And he
Probably.
I think it was probably
weird
rusty. You
shit.
know what I mean? Yeah.
But he didn't play bad either. I mean, he had like 10 points in the
Yeah,
first
like 11
quarter.
points. Something like yeah.
He had 11 in the first
Yeah,
half, but
yeah.
he
I
racked
mean,
up
that's
some
not
quick
bad.
points in the first
I mean, I
20
think people
points.
are making a big deal over his weight. You know what I'm saying? I don't
He's
think
a big
He's
guy.
overweight. He needs to
I mean, I
lose
know he's
some weight. He needs
overweight,
to lose
but
some weight.
I mean, which I think will happen. You know what I mean?
You
It's
don't
going
wanna
to
be
happen. He's going to be in the
robbed
NBA.
tractor
They're going to
trailer.
go ahead and they're going to get
Yeah,
him right.
different kind of
They're
conditioning
definitely going to
there,
get him
bro.
right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's like 285.
And
But
how tall is he?
But
6'9"?
he's not like all
He's
fat though.
6'6".
But he's not.
wow.
Listen, you seen him
That's
though?
big,
He's
though.
not all fat
Oh,
though. You
that's
seen
what
the
I'm
dude? The
telling
dude's hands.
But that's
almost
still
like
a
But
tree
it's
lot,
not
trunks,
always
bro.
about your
Yo,
look.
no
I mean-
homo, but it's his legs.
No,
The dude
you're
is
That's
fine.
gonna
like
that's gonna
thick.
affect the
gonna- it's
knees
gonna hurt his
eventually,
knees.
you know?
But it's like he's fat though. I mean, dude's like a big
Yeah, he's-
truck
he's
though,
kinda
man.
chubby.
But at the
You know
same
what I'm
time,
saying?
it takes more oxygen to power those muscles. So
Facts though.
same thing with
I mean, he
Anthony
definitely.
Joshua.
If he can get up like
I
about
think it's just he's so
260.
explosive and all that weight. You can't jump that high
can't
and come
do
down
it
True,
that
forever.
true.
heavy.
Your shit up.
For a
That's
while.
true.
Can't.
And ultimately,
That's
He'll
true.
be
Yeah,
there for a
it's
while,
too
but it's not
much.
gonna last forever.
That's
you know
true.
who I am interested though? Speaking of knees and all that, my man, Taco Fall?
Taco Fall.
Yeah, right
Is
here
he?
from the O. Right here
Is
from
he
the
even
O.
gonna?
Yeah.
Is he even gonna make it in the league, bro? Like, is it even a place for him in the league right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's 7'6".
The way he
Manu
playing.
Bol played for a while.
He can't.
So that was what, how many years ago, bro?
Manu Bol could shoot.
Yeah, you're right.
But even if that was what, how many years ago?
Alpha
That
Five
was
can
what,
shoot,
years
too.
ago,
He got
bro.
a
This is
little
a way different league
I mean,
right
but
now.
is it?
He ain't shooting no threes.
He can
but
shoot
No,
free
yeah.
throws, though.
You
I
don't
ain't
think
gonna
that
lie.
this league is a little more conducive to his type of player?
Son, everybody's shooting threes now, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a perimeter-based game.
I think
Even the
there's a-
centers
there's
are
a
shooting
spot
threes,
for
bro.
him because
I
of
think
his
there's a spot for him.
freakish athleticism.
Because he's going to rebound all day.
I mean, I hope so.
He can move. He can run.
I
hope
would just
so.
add another big
defense.
body into any team. I mean, for rebounds. I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
have to jump.
You don't have
true.
to
Yeah,
jump.
he don't
True.
have to jump.
He just got to put his arms
No,
up.
his
for real.
standing reach when when they showed his combine was like 10'4"
Wow.
or something.
Without even
That's the
jumping.
rim.
Standing, just putting his
That's
head.
the
right.
rim.
Damn.
That's
So he
it.
could put probably like, well, he's got long fingers, so
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
half his fingers over the top
Yeah.
of the rim.
I mean, I hope so. I
That's
mean,
that's
I
a
like
rebound.
him.
Yeah, I
Machine
hope
right
he
there.
catches on and something
I mean,
happens.
he's
It's
doing
like
pretty
the
well in
dude
Boston.
Bobin. The big dude Bobin that can dunk standing
Yeah,
up.
I like Bobin,
He's
though.
also
That's
like
crazy.
7'6",
Yeah, I like
7'5",
Bobin.
but he's got long arms and there's he literally.
But he got a little
flat-footed,
mid-range
he can
jumper though.
dunk, bro.
He got a little
crazy.
midi that he can shoot.
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
But there's
Yeah.
a spot for him.
Yeah,
He plays
facts,
real
though.
good minutes off the bench.
You're right.
I think his numbers are like 5 and 5, 5.5
not
rebounds.
bad.
I mean,
But yo, off
he's
the
in there only
bench,
for defense
the
and
bench,
those are
yeah.
his averages. He's liable to give you 10 and 6.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
Off the bench, there's
That's
a
not
spot
bad
for-
off the
There's a spot
bench.
for a dude like that in the NBA.
What
I think.
happened to Yao Ming? What did his knees give out on him?
His feet,
His
yeah,
ankles,
yeah, his feet.
I kind of feel like that's gonna happen. Like most tall
It's bound to
players like
happen.
that.
You're too big.
Because
You know,
yeah,
so-
it was
Same
like
thing with-
degenerate.
Mhm.
You know, like
Dog.
genetically.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna break down at some point.
Y'all ever
you
seen
know?
the kid? He's 7'7" and probably 7'8" now. He played at the same school that LaMelo went to, LaMelo Ball.
Oh, that tall white
Rob
kid.
Bob, yeah, he looked weird, a real
Yeah, he do
long
look
neck.
weird.
Oh,
I think
I've
I see what
seen
you're
him.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah,
He looked real.
Yeah,
he looked real.
So I looked into that kid, right? Because I was like, yo, why don't you never really see him play? So I was like YouTubing and Googling. Dude was, first of all, there's nothing wrong with him. His dad is 7 foot tall and his mom's like 6'8".
Damn.
Oh,
His
damn.
uncle's
Yeah.
also like 7 foot tall.
Oh,
Damn.
damn.
They're from the
Mom's
same
is
place as
6'8"?
they're from the same place as
Damn.
Porzingis.
Okay.
And he just happened to grow way too fast, and it's just
Yeah,
not.
that's-
It doesn't work for his body.
Yeah.
But yo, he was 5 years old and he was like 6'1".
Damn, son, he taller than everybody else in the
I
house.
think
At
At
5?
12, he was already 7 foot.
He taller than all his
I
teachers.
think that's the only.
That's
kid
crazy.
He
know
was like a
about it.
3-year-old that's
crazy,
like
bro.
5'1", walking around in
Wow.
a diaper at
Wow,
5'1",
bro,
like
that's
5'2".
crazy.
And like, yo, that shit was.
That's
Hey,
That's
all right,
some crazy
that's,
shit.
That's a legit reason to fight a 5-year-old, right? if they're like 6 foot, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
6'1", you like,
You know
man,
what I'm
hold on,
saying?
bro.
Hey, I'm
what
squaring
you
up on your ass. I don't care how young
What
am I,
Bernie
man.
Mac said, you can hit him above the stomach and below the neck.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Punch him right in the gut. Get out
Hey,
of
I
here,
rest
don't
in
give
peace,
a
Bernie
fuck,
Mac.
motherfucker. You 6 foot tall, you getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
I don't care how old you is. You 5, nigga, stop lying. You look 30.
right. You look 30. nigga.
You got a diaper on.
You ain't 5, nigga. Take that diaper off, nigga.
But
Front.
yeah,
Ready to go to
man,
work.
That's
But you
pretty,
know what I'm
pretty
saying?
That's
wild.
crazy, bro.
So
I never
word.
heard of that.
My man Saj Wonderful's in the building.
Yes, sir. The Diamond Child. What up, man?
Good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You over there quiet. Don't be quiet, bro. We know that. Yeah, you right. You
We don't
right.
have any more mics either. That
We-
sucks.
What up? You know, I didn't even realize you was coming through. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We in the cut.
How
You
you
know what I'm
inviting
saying?
folks? You know they coming through,
My
son.
bad. You know what I'm saying?
Bad host.
I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to chime in on? You a Nets fan too, right?
Nets is garbage.
Oh.
See,
He's a
I feel it.
Magic
See,
fan.
Loyal to the soil.
loyal to the soil. Nah, yeah, fake New York team.
Man, fuck
I thought I had a
Loyal
friend.
to the soil.
You know what I'm saying?
I was a Magic fan before I was a Heat fan. When I was a kid, I was a Magic fan.
feel
But
it.
Magic front office always did dumb shit.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
I said, man, I'm fucking
Yeah,
with
I've seen
the
a
Heat,
lot of
bruh.
hiccups there. There's been many hiccups.
Yeah, they did have a lot of high caliber players that they fucked up.
Yeah, that's-
One of them wasn't Dwight Howard.
No.
What
So-
happened? What
No,
happened?
he did it to
Well,
himself.
Worked out at first.
Dwight-
Took
he
him
did it
there.
to himself, bro.
He did.
Dwight Howard fucked himself up, bro.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
too much.
Because he could have been an icon if he would have stayed in Orlando,
He-
bro.
he
He
should
would
have
have been a
been.
Hall
Yep.
of Famer. He would have been an
See,
icon.
would've
we
bought
fucked
into
up
it.
because we ain't having enough trainings down here. What?
The nigga did get like 6 women pregnant though. Didn't he have like 6 baby
sorry,
mamas, 8 kids out here in Orlando?
He's just trying to spread his seed, and trying to spread the brand
He
around.
said we ain't having enough training.
That nigga said we ain't having enough trainings on
How
that.
could you?
Transgenders, I'm sorry.
How could you?
Oh.
Transmissions?
Oh, man.
Transmissions.
Nigga said Amco.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
All right, so what we gonna do? Y'all good on taking another break right now?
Yeah, I'm down to me if y'all are good on as far as anything else you
You know
want to
what
say
I'm
about
saying?
NBA free agency real quick. I mean, I'm happy
I mean,
with
this
my
has been
Miami
the,
Heat did.
this has been the craziest free
Speaking
agency
of what
probably
your
in
Nets
ever.
did,
That
you know,
shit
with
is
KD and
entertaining.
Kyrie, that's
KD and
crazy.
Kyrie Irving. You know, I'm happy.
hope y'all
about
don't win
that.
nothing.
KD's not gonna play next
I
year.
hope
he's
y'all
not
don't
gonna
win.
play,
Nah.
But
So-
you know,
I wish you the best look of winning nothing. I hope y'all don't win no chip. I hope y'all don't win nothing, bro. You know
Wow.
what I'm
Oh,
saying? I
man,
hope the Nets,
damn.
like,
Hate,
finish
hate,
like
hate.
8th. And
Yo,
You
you
mad
a
y'all got
hater,
rid of
B.
D'Lo though?
I'm
You wish you
saying.
could have kept D'Lo?
no. To be honest, all right. So
I thought he was gonna play shooting guard for y'all.
I
Shit.
probably
D'Lo gonna
would've
pull out
kept
for the Warriors.
D'Lo and
Never pull out.
I would have been good with Durant and D'Lo. To be honest, I didn't need to have Kyrie. Kyrie is nice though. People forget.
Earth is flat, Kyrie.
Nice, bro.
Who forgot? Shit,
A lot of
Kyrie is
people
flat.
forgot. Kyrie is fucking nasty.
Probably the
No,
greatest
Kyrie been
ball
nasty.
handler ever.
Kyrie will
Kyrie's
take
ridiculous.
almost anybody in this league to the
He's
basket
the
and
best
score.
finisher
Not
at the
almost
basket.
anybody.
He's not a dunker.
You
He
know
will.
what I'm
Being
saying?
able
He got
to
crazy
lay up
moves.
the ball
He
and,
got
and
crazy
at
moves,
close to
bro.
the basket, and like it's incredible.
Crazy
He's
moves,
shown
bro.
that he can close out a game
No,
with the
yeah.
He
shot.
can set it
See,
off. That's,
yeah.
that's the point of
So
it.
I'm,
See,
I'm good.
So he's
You know what I'm
good.
saying?
See, I was a little.
Be good.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you
No, you
off.
good, you
No, I was a little mad about how they got at Kyrie last year in Boston, bro. Like, I mean, overall, he had his best offensive year last year. I mean, you look at the numbers.
I didn't
I mean, as far as like
even know, bro.
assists, bro, like as far as like his numbers and assists, like
He
look
was
at
hurt a lot.
he had his best. I
Problem
mean,
is-
definitely he was hurt. But as far as like assist numbers, like he was getting his teams involved a lot last year. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I feel like he took a lot of the wrong blame for that. Like,
I just think he's not a leader, and that exposed.
But was
he got
it-
exposed
But I-
in
I
Boston.
mean-
He tried
Wasn't
to be a
Boston
leader and
fucked
he's
up
not.
when they had other dude too the year before?
Who,
Isaiah
Isaiah
Thomas.
Man,
Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
IT
Got the
is-
Eastern Conference Finals.
IT
Got
is
smashed
trash,
by
though. That don't
LeBron.
count.
So I guess a lot of
They
people
got
was mad.
swept, didn't they?
they
I
did.
think they
Yeah,
did.
they did.
They
So I
did.
think a lot
People
of
were saying
people was
they were
mad
the worst number one seed in
because they
history.
probably felt that they should have stepped further, been at least in the finals again with Kyrie.
and they didn't even. What,
I
second
mean, I
round
think that
exit?
I think that team was just they
But
was
there's a lot of
done with
things
Kyrie,
going on
bro.
with Boston.
They didn't
You know what I'm
even-
saying? What was the other dude, the white dude? He got hurt.
Who,
didn't he?
Gordon Hayward,
And we ain't
Fake
heard from
Larry
him in a
Bird.
couple of
He
years.
never really been that great.
Fake
since he
Larry
went back
Bird.
from that, too.
yeah.
You know what
We
I'm
gonna see.
saying?
Like, I mean, he's a Brad Stevens, protege.
You a Brad
protege.
Stevens fan?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, Brad Stevens, he's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he can actually coach a star though. I think he's more like of I'm gonna take the minimal talent. And I'm
Young
gonna
guy.
get the best.
He's a young guy.
Yeah,
He's a young guy.
yeah. I think
Get
he's
the best out of what
he's
I have.
great at
It's
that, right?
complimentary. It's like,
But I don't know if he can actually coach like an actual like
Maybe
star
the best
star.
assistant coach,
Yeah.
honestly.
Damn.
But no, I'm happy with my Miami did, man. We got Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy,
You know
I like
No
that.
doubt.
I'm
I like that
happy.
move for y'all.
Trade- We
Yeah.
got rid of
And you
Hassan
was-
Whiteside.
And see, I thought you was a Whiteside fan back
Huge
then,
Whiteside fan.
Until
We
you
got
started-
my wife got Whiteside jerseys.
but he didn't.
I like
do
Hassan Whiteside,
But he
though.
didn't pan out, and I didn't like how he got towards
Was-
the franchise. Like he was, taking shots at Miami Heat and taking shots at
I
the
was gonna
fans
ask you,
and
I mean,
shit.
you can't
he
do
got
that.
real nasty towards
I mean,
the
you
end.
being a Heat fan, I was saying, what happened there with him? Like, was it just more so of
He
didn't want to play no more, or was it?
he had an issue. He got a lot of issues with the coaching staff and with the way the Heat culture is down there. Like Pat Riley don't play that shit, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So he started complaining a lot, like wanting to be able to shoot threes.
Oh, he bugging.
Yeah, he wanted to be able.
As
He's a
Big
big
man?
man.
He claims he can shoot, and big men shoot
Nah,
nowadays.
let somebody.
Come
And
on,
he was saying
man.
They wouldn't let
Nah.
him shoot. They wouldn't give him the ball enough, which I didn't. Listen, people started hating on Whiteside, and the thing was, to be honest with you, Miami Heat fans hated on Whiteside a lot. And I used to be like, I like in these groups and shit. I used to be like, y'all is wilding. Like
Right.
this man leads the league in
Right,
rebounds.
right,
yeah.
bro.
Still gives
He
us
was
20 a
balling.
night,
Facts.
The double
Facts.
double. Like
Right.
y'all complaining because he might
Right.
not go. He's 7'1",
Right.
like 280.
Right, right,
The man
right.
can't die for every rebound.
Right.
Nah,
Facts.
nah, nah.
Facts.
Relax. He
Yeah.
can't always get down the court.
He
super
can't do
fast.
everything.
Like just
Right.
chill
That's
out.
why I didn't understand like what happened to him.
Yeah,
Like he
people
was
used to
balling
wild
for a
out.
minute.
So I
You
think,
know what I mean?
think that made him sour because he's a social media guy.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
young,
He be
and I
all
think
on
I got
social
to him,
media.
And then, like I said, he had issues with not getting the ball enough, not being allowed to shoot.
So it probably was best.
It's best that he-
He stopped
okay.
playing. We were paying
I
him
feel
all
that.
this money,
and that's not good because you
yeah.
still got to ball out
We
even
paid
if
you
you're
for a
unhappy.
certain reason. We paid you to get rebounds, to get blocks.
Yeah, we
and,
didn't pay you to be a
score
three-point
when you
shooter.
can. We
Right,
didn't
right.
need you to shoot threes.
Exactly.
Right,
Right.
right,
Right.
You know,
That's it.
yeah.
Right. Not for you.
And he shouldn't have complained because he was getting $100 million.
Right.
Whatever.
He was.
you know.
He got
I mean,
paid.
but then
You know
does
what
that
I'm
go
saying?
back
wish
to
them all
that to
luck
the
in
culture that we
Portland.
talking about, where
Yeah.
players taking control of their career and deciding where they want to go and what they want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's you're 100% right because if you want to be able to, if you feel like you can do more and they're
Good,
not
too.
allowing you
I don't
to,
know
you
what
alright,
the fuck's
bro?
going on, bro.
You know,
trying to hold
if
it
you
back,
feel
but
like you could do
I've been
more and they're not
hiccuping
letting you
for like
do
the
it,
past
go
5
Then
find a place that's gonna let you
right.
do
I
it.
hear you. I hear you on that. Hopefully,
Correct.
he can. You know,
Hopefully he gets that done in Portland.
Right.
And I'm glad with what we got back for him. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? We
yeah,
got
yeah,
Miles
yeah,
Leonard.
Miles
Leonard,
Leonard,
he
he
gets
gets
you
you a little shooter. Yeah,
that
facts.
might work out in
Facts.
Portland. You know what I'm saying? That might be what they
Drafted
need.
good.
Yep.
Our
You know what I'm
white
saying?
boy that we drafted, Tyler Hero, is
He's
hooping
been balling.
right now.
I seen him
Super
balling.
Bowl Summer
Yeah,
League.
he's been balling in
Hooping.
summer league. Yeah,
Like I
facts.
said, summer league means something to me. Because everybody who was good did well in the summer league.
I feel you.
That's what
I
it
feel
is.
you.
Ron, D. Wade, Blake Griffin, Derrick Rose. Anybody who was good, they played well in the summer league.
Right.
That's always a good sign. All right, so we're going to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? Listen to some music. Come right back. We still got one more segment here on 950 Ent Radio PRG Podcast. We're going to talk about this same issue, but we're going to apply it to the music business. Got a couple other things music
Got a little
related.
hustle of the week, too, I want to throw in there.
Indeed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave that because that's very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back. It's People Reach and Goes podcast on 950 ENT Radio.
Yes,
sir.
Mamas, 21 baby mamas. I got 21 baby mamas.
This is a Fluid production.
23 hoes, 25 kids. Don't let me get rich. I got 23 hoes, 25 kids. Don't let me get rich. I got 21 baby mamas, 21 baby mamas. I got 21 baby mamas, 21 baby mamas. And you know I still fuck with them all. I got 100 mil up in the vault. I'm about my baby mamas a mall. I'm about my baby mamas a yacht. I'm about my baby mamas a state. I can afford to have all of these bitches and all of these kids cause it wasn't that safe. Hold on, what's that? Wake up, wake up, wake up. Somebody put a roofie in my cup. And who's the motherfucker putting shrooms in the blunt? And how the fuck we get a tiger in the house just chilling on the couch with a bell in his mouth? And who can explain why y'all never take it like I just got hit by Tinker Bell? Trippin', I'm trippin'. I'm trippin'. But since I'm already on the hallucinogen, I might as well go ahead and make use of it. I hear some bitches cooking in the kitchen, and I see some more bitches cutting the lawn. I see a whole lot of kids in the playground with a few bad bitches watching them all. I got 23 hoes, 25 kids. Don't let me get rich. I got 23 hoes, 25 kids. Don't let me get rich. I got 21 baby mamas, 21 baby mamas. I got 21 baby mamas, 21 baby mamas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is 950 Entertainment's PRG podcast.
This
I
is
hope
the quiet
enjoyed the music. Is that how I sound? That's what's up. Yeah.
So you put on that 9 o'clock voice.
CD 101.9.
You know what I'm saying? 101.9.
I don't have headphones on, so I don't know how I sound. I didn't want to sound too loud.
Smooth.
You know what I'm
If I
saying?
sound smooth,
You
that's
gotta
what's
pick
up.
up your voice because it sounds weird in my ears.
You like that shit, huh? That's what it is.
Nah, bro.
Oh shit. Well, we back.
We back,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
I wanted to start this segment off with what I had been trying to do, which is, the hustle of the week, what I call it. Just little things that I try to throw out there for people to make money, help them out. You know what I'm saying? And we all need some extra dollars. Last time I had talked about scrapping metals and that industry that a lot of people don't know about. And so this week I wanted to talk about Acorns. Acorns is an app on your phone.
Okay.
They have it for Android and iPhone.
That's the same one that Ashton Kutcher endorses, right?
I have no clue, honestly. I don't know who endorses it. I endorse it, though.
That's
I
the
know
question.
It's a PRG endorsement.
but it's a little green
Sponsored.
icon with a white acorn, and it's called Acorns, just like that.
see
And basically, Acorns, it's one of the things that I like. I like to point out for people when I talk about the positives of technology. Back in the day, you weren't able to get into the stock market. People don't know how to do that, how that works. You know what I'm saying? So this app basically has created an algorithm. Has created a way to invest your money into the stock market. And I've looked into the app, and anybody can too. You can Google it, research whatever you want. It's insured. And what they invest into is Vanguard. And, if you know anything about Vanguard, Warren Buffett speaks highly of it. And they always do well in the stocks. So
I believe
it's
some of
a
my
way
401k
for,
is Vanguard.
Yeah, mine is too for my job, and a lot of people's jobs. And if it is, that's what's up.
Acorn, right?
Acorn,
I'm looking it up right now.
So yeah, basically Acorns invests your money, small amounts of your money, into the stock market for you, and it can make money. And you can pull the money out whenever you want. And basically what it does is it links to your bank account. Anytime you swipe your debit card, whatever your total is, like let's say you go get a coffee and it's $1.50, Acorns will then round it up to $2, and that extra 50 cents is what it invests into the stock market.
Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy.
That's
Cool.
cool.
Now, how they do it, because you can't actually do it in that small increments, is you set the total, and they'll add it up. So like I put mine at $5, so they add up all that change, and then and then they'll take $5 out of my account, out of whatever random time, and it might be like $4.67 or it'll be $5.12. You know what I'm saying? It's a random number, but excuse me. It takes that money and then I also have it mine set to where it does like a reoccurring $10 payment once a month. And it works, man. It makes it makes money, and it's kind of like it builds money really fast. I've like not paid attention to it for a while on purpose, and then I had like $700 in there. And,
Wow.
I was like, oh
Word?
snap! Yeah, it was
About
like
how
over
long
like
did
a
that
year.
take?
It was like a year.
About a year?
That's it.
That's not bad,
That's not
bro.
bad.
A little $700 drop after a year. Is that Acorn telling you that you got some money right now?
It's actually my job phone.
It's TW.
Okay, no
Yeah,
doubt, no
yeah.
doubt,
It's
no
a job
doubt.
saying that we got some money for you to pick up.
Facts,
You
facts.
gotta
So
fix
yeah, so
But this looks
I just pulled it up, and I mean, I didn't.
what is the is it the one that invest fair change? Yeah, like,
yeah, Acorn.
Okay, facts,
I ain't really
facts.
go into it all like that, but you know what I'm saying? That's a good idea.
No,
You
I
know
like
what I'm
this.
saying?
I
I
mean-
mean,
I like this.
I definitely seen like a lot of those apps that like whether it's saving you gas or I mean not saving you gas but saving you money at the gas pump or
Yeah.
investing in something. Those apps are they're trendy right now, and a lot of
Yeah.
people
Right.
are making them because not only Acorn, I've heard of I think Earning is the one that pays you before you get.
Yeah, Earning gives you a little loan.
So that doesn't
Yeah.
have anything to do with investing. But
Yeah.
there's many other apps out there. You
Yeah.
guys can do your own research, the listeners. And
Yeah,
just
for-
look for it because it's beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this is dope. I didn't even know
you
about
can
this.
buy Bitcoin through Cash App.
Yeah,
You know what
I've
I'm
seen
saying? You know,
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
seen-
people don't know that. You know, I mean, I know it's kind of late in the game
Yeah.
now for Cash App.
Yeah.
I mean, for Bitcoin, but there's options to make money that way too.
and even for everyday things, my wife, she actually, every time she goes food shopping or something, there's this app called Ibotta. She just scans receipts.
Oh,
and they
Ibotta?
give- and they
Yeah, I
give-
heard of that.
And they give you
Yeah.
cash up, and before you know it, you got
Really?
a nice little chunk
What's
of change.
What's the name of it?
Ibotta.
Ibotta?
Yeah. So
I mean, it's ways.
There's ways out
You just
there.
got to be interested in
Yeah.
getting your paper. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Okay.
like back in the days where we didn't have no options. There's some options. You know what I'm saying, to make a couple of dollars.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Going back to our recurring theme that technology did, provide the way for us to do this shit. So we should just take advantage.
Take
of
advantage
it.
of
It's
it.
right there.
No.
I mean, because at this point in life, it's like if you don't have something, it's your fault. Because
Correct.
Everything is like right there, and you got.
There's options.
Right, we was just
There's
talking about last night with
possibilities out
the Serato, like how that joint just went ahead and just does
Oh,
everything
hell
for
yeah.
you, bro.
That's a
Like
whole
it's just
nother
there's so
topic.
many different technology things out here that
know
just
what I'm saying?
there's no reason not to go ahead and get it now.
Yeah,
Good, bro? You
I
gotta make
gotta
a move?
dip, but
No
I
doubt.
was gonna finish what I was saying.
ahead,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
go
Zara.
What was y'all talking about though?
We were just talking about
other investment
technology
apps.
and other apps. Yeah.
bet. I forgot where I left off at, but basically
Talking about Acorn. And,
Yeah, Acorns and when I've had, like I said, I didn't pay attention to it for like a year, and then I looked and it was like $700 in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's what's up. So I knew it was there, and I've needed money before, and you're able to take it out of there. You know what I'm saying? And they even have like a debit card you can get.
So
Oh,
that's
word?
just
Do
strictly.
they charge you any fees or anything like that?
No, they charge you. I think it's $1 a month, unless you have like over $5,000 in there.
Okay.
Then they charge you, I think,
That's not
1%.
bad.
It's not bad.
That's not
Something
bad
like
at all,
that. Yeah,
though.
they charge you or like half. They charge you 1%. It's like 1% or something like that.
So basically, it's linked to your card or your account.
Yeah, your bank account.
And then when you make a purchase,
When you
it
swipe your
rounds.
card,
Yeah,
it'll
when you
round
swipe
it
your
up.
card, it
Yeah.
rounds up the change.
Yeah.
And then it takes the change, and then once you get to a specific
dollar amount.
dollar
that you
amount,
set.
it'll invest
Yeah.
it in predetermined
Yep,
stock.
stocks. Yeah, and you can
then it'll
also
just sit and make money or
yeah,
you know.
it'll sit and make money or lose. It might
Right,
be
right,
just
right,
stocks,
right.
But yeah, it'll sit and make money or lose money.
That's
and,
not bad.
That
you
sounds
it's a
pretty
way for
dope,
people
though.
to
'Cause you probably
invest
won't even
small
notice that
amounts of
money.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into this
Nah,
shit
I'm gonna look
myself.
facts.
Wait,
You know what I'm
do
saying?
you have an option in what stock you have stake in, or
Yeah, you can look at has a few different little like predetermined layouts, and they describe it as like aggressive or like long term, or
okay.
and you can see the stocks, and it shows you like it breaks everything down to you, the exact dollar amount or penny amount that you invested into a stock, the percentage of it, what it is, if it's because Vanguard is basically just a collection of stocks.
Correct.
Is what they are.
It's like your portfolio.
Yeah, so
Right.
like it'll invest into that file, and that file will be consist of Apple and
Right.
Google. And,
I think that's
and
the
a lot
same
of these
selections
sites.
that I had when I set up my 401k.
Yeah, the 401k,
Aggressive.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They have the same setup.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's
it's
dope.
just like a collection of companies that.
See again, that's what we
And
here
it works
for.
best
I
from
like
my
that.
Facts, that's
understanding
dope.
because
I
of
like
the fact
that,
that
bro.
they do it like that. That if you obviously if you bet on one stock, it's just like playing roulette. You know what I'm saying? Like or Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Roulette with the ball.
Yeah.
You can bet on one number, and if you hit, you're gonna hit huge. But your best bet is to bet on, Blakk.
More,
bet
got
on
you.
red, bet on more.
So you have more options to hit.
Yeah, that's what that is. If you got 10 stocks, maybe 4 aren't doing good, but 6 are hitting. So
Correct.
that whole file as a whole
Correct.
is
It's
doing
well.
profit.
I
So
got
that's
you.
why Vanguard is so good and investing into it is good.
We
That's
need
what
more.
Acorn
We
does,
need
so.
to look into this
High
shit.
risk,
This shit
high
is out
yield.
here,
Yeah.
bro.
Nah,
This
facts.
shit is out here. It don't take no rocket science.
Nope.
It's not just for
No,
white
that's what I
people.
mean, they make it
It's
easy.
all this
Yeah, exactly.
opportunity is for
Yeah,
all of
that's
us to
dope.
make bread. Even if it's a couple, if you make
Shoot.
$2 off a transaction,
more than what you had before.
that's more than what you had
Exactly.
before, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Every
A lot of-
little bit, man.
A lot of people
Facts.
don't look at it like that. They want lump sums of money. They're not worrying about stacking a whole bunch of change and making a big pile of money.
Nah, see, that's
What
that.
50
just want
said.
That's that short-term mentality, man.
That instant gratification, man. It's fucking people
Nah,
up.
50
exactly.
said slow dope is better than no dope. You know
Always,
what I'm saying?
bro.
Hey, bro.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's better than the fast money.
You know what I'm
Slow
saying?
money.
It's more secure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But word. So you got a dip or you got some time?
Yeah, I got
or?
a dip. But yeah, I just want to, I'm on call, man. So
Nah,
Again,
get that
making
money,
that
man.
money,
Get
bro.
that money,
There you
bro.
go.
Get that money.
Get that money, bro.
But yeah,
wrong with
so
that.
I wanted to get that out there, the hustle of the week.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
For
thank
real.
you to
Saying?
everybody for coming through. Thank you to
I'm saying?
Thank you so much for
Gas,
having
to
me.
the
Thank
world.
you.
Dope idea. Love what you're doing.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah. So my brothers, appreciate you.
All right, next
sir.
week we're gonna
Go
keep
down,
talking a
baby.
little shit. Probably another,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, do y'all
as soon as
thing,
Keem leave the door and you hear it slam, let's just start talking cash shit.
This is what I'm talking about. It's gonna get ratchet when King wins.
So let me tell you about this nigga Keem.
Yeah, this guy, Keem.
All right, bro.
So word.
All right, here
So
we
we're
go.
gonna
We doing a little.
Oh, so
got
what
a
we
lot
gonna
of
do? We
musical
gonna do a
minor
little
substitute.
musical chairs.
got a lot of
Here we
musical
go.
chairs
So
going
my man
on.
Saj Wonderful gonna step in
Yes,
for
sir,
King.
my brother.
You know what I'm saying? So it's 4 members of the huddle
Yes,
taking
it
over
is.
the PRG podcast.
That's pretty big, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's big things. We moving up in the world. You know what I'm
Anybody could be a part of the huddle, man. You know
Exactly.
I was just about to say I feel so excluded.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about the huddle. I just know the huddle house.
So
We're gonna start speaking in our secret language.
you know what I'm saying? Secret handshake.
As long as it's not Klingon, I understand.
Nah, we,
So the huddle, so
Shit.
since we got a little time, you know what I'm saying? The huddle started about 4 or 5 years ago?
yeah.
So what's the huddle? 'Cause
It's
I
a-
need to be educated.
All right, it's basically a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, of like-minded individuals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we try to be positive and keep each other's back. You know, it's basically a bunch of friends. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
pretty
saying?
much.
That we try to be there for each other.
So it's like for lack of better words, it's kind of like a fraternity.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I mean, you know-
It's more like a family. I would say.
Yeah, I would say more.
Without the weird shit.
Without the
Yeah,
weird
without,
without
the,
all
you know,
that-
without,
without
it
that,
ain't no
hey,
paddle,
dude,
no-
let's do
no
that.
That
spanking and all the
bullshit.
crazy
Yeah.
shit.
Nobody
Like,
getting spanked.
Nah.
Nobody got tased. Everybody,
Nah.
everybody nothing good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's brotherhood, love,
I mean,
a
we
lot
have-
of alcohol.
Had crazy
you know what I'm
nights, you know what I'm
saying?
saying? But
You
none of
know.
that.
So the way it started is, like you said, 5 years.
Yeah, was it? How long ago was it? Was it?
Like
14,
like 14, I think.
Yeah, something like
supposed
that.
to
Official.
go, supposed to go to Carnival.
Yeah,
Yeah, we was in
so
Miami.
We went to Miami.
Yeah.
We rented a house out there.
We all brought our girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the way it started is because no one knew what to do that night. And we
You
were
know what
like,
I'm
yo, we got to form a huddle. Like, we
Yeah,
gotta-
exactly. That was the
Yeah.
words that was said.
Yeah,
We
that's
gotta
exactly
form
what
a
it
huddle.
was.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter of fact, wasn't that after we had came out from somewhere? Wasn't it? It was going towards the end of the night, my guy.
I
Yeah,
ended
yeah.
up doing nothing but just drinking Hennessy.
Yeah, we was
Yeah,
drinking all night.
exactly.
like 4 in
Right.
the morning.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, we was drinking Hennessy till like
And
4 in the
that's
morning.
basically,
That's how it was born. Great
And
things.
kind of like, I mean, what was it?
Great things.
I know everybody was getting ready to go to sleep, and I think you wanted to talk about something. I forget what it was, but you wanted to talk about something, bro.
Because we in Miami. So
Yeah, and then everybody was getting ready to go to sleep, so I remember we went to go Cash because he was in his room still getting ready
Shout
to go
out
to
to Cash
sleep.
Man,
Yeah,
Granddaddy
Yes, sir.
Cash.
and I went in his room, woke him up, and was like, "Yo, come outside. We got to go have a little huddle." You know what I'm saying? And then you was asleep, I believe. You
I
might have been
probably
asleep.
was. I'm sure. I'm always.
Yeah, but anyway, that's pretty much kind of like where it started. You know what I mean? Just a little brotherhood, and then from there it was
born
just.
out of Hennessy and grew into
I mean, that was
Yeah.
that was the drink of choice for a while, but I don't think we've had Hennessy in a while,
Not
have we?
together in a while.
I think the brotherhood was there before the Hennessy, but
Yeah, well, some of
Yeah.
because
Oh, yeah,
you know-
definitely.
yeah.
All
Oh
right,
yeah.
so, so before the huddle, you know what I'm saying? The huddle started 5 years ago. I've known this cat. We worked together at Sprint and Nextel
Eons.
for what, like 10, 12 years
12
now?
years, something like that, yeah.
You know, and it started off in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I used to always hear this cat talking about making beats and shit.
Yeah.
One day we just started talking, and then we just, it just went from there, and then, I used to always hear about this group called Ill Souls. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? This rap group that called Ill Souls.
Ill Soul.
You know what I'm saying? And
We
this
got,
dude,
we got some bars in the building.
And
Am I hearing that?
I mean,
Ill Soul was
Some older bars.
I met Saj here, like he was the first person I ever met when I moved to Florida, and he was into hip hop, and I told him, I was like, yeah, man, I do it too. And after
I said
that,
over a decade.
that's
know
it.
what I'm saying?
And we formed our little thing. We got added a few members over the years, a couple of brothers, family now, and that's how it all came about.
All right,
it's crazy.
who's the breakdancer out of the group? Blakk, look like you be.
Nah, I wasn't
you got
popping
the
and
velour
locking.
suit.
I can't
You know what I'm
electric
saying?
boogaloo, electric boogaloo on the scene. You know.
But it's crazy though because all right, so they did an album. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was actually pretty dope. I used to always hear this dude on the album rhyming crazy,
Rhyming.
like spitting hard.
Yeah.
I was like, well, whatever. And then lo and behold, one day at work, this cat walks into the building. And I'm like, oh, that's Roman Man, blah 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 blah. And then kind of find out that this was the same cat that I was listening to years ago. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you know what I'm saying, he be, I guess on the strength of that was his man,
Yeah.
we all became cool.
Because I was real proud of anything Saj spit or any kind of track he did. Man, I was his biggest cheerleader. I would send that thing all over the place. I'd be like, hey, listen to this. I'd be like, yo, because I still to this day I still admire his wordplay and his lyricism. It's just crazy. It was visual to me. That's why I always I always strung to it. So
It's good to have friends like that because now that you said that, I definitely can relate because I definitely have friends with talents of those same calibers, and I feel the same way about them. They drop some shit, I'm gonna put that shit on front of them. Like I said it on a couple podcasts ago that when my homeboy Kuko Cigar,
I remember you saying that.
my homeboy Kuko Cigar dropped his mixtape, and he came to my house one night, and we were just bagging up like from CDs for hours.
Yeah.
For hours. Like we bagged up at least 200 of them, and then the next day, because I'm a delivery guy, so I'm out and about in town. So it was my genius idea. I delivered to a studio out there in Winter Springs. So my ass. I ended up taping one of his mixtapes to the back of their box.
Oh, the box?
Wow.
Ah, G shit.
Hey.
I mean, that's representing the squad.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah, that's what's
but,
up,
You know what I'm saying?
But that just goes to show. I mean, I do relate to that, man. Especially, and I do think it's a blessing for guys to have people like that in their lives.
No,
No, definitely.
A lot of people try to shit on your
Yeah,
game.
yeah, no,
No,
yeah,
definitely.
and that's basically what Ill Soul was. That's basically what Black Souls was. What
No
we're
doubt.
getting into after that.
No doubt.
And that's what basically Huddle Gang came up to.
No
Because
doubt.
we all supported each other, whether it was all walks of life. Like they support me now.
Correct.
We're married to the world. We support each other's creativity and we build each other up. Anything that we need, we know we're gonna go in for. You know.
We
the
need-
main thing is we inspired each other.
Yes.
too.
Exactly.
It just wasn't my rhymes, it was your beats. It was what J Biz brought to the table. What
Severe brought in. Yeah.
You know, like everybody brought something. We were basically on the same page, but brought something new.
A lot of the members of Ill Soul are members of the Huddle Gang.
Yeah. Yeah. That's correct.
Facts.
So that's that's my other family. Besides 950 ENT Radio, that's my other family. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Huddle Gang. All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Am I able to find your songs on the net, or
Are they?
is it CD?
Yeah, we have some stuff still probably somewhere you could find it, but and we have stuff in the crate, so I could always.
I think I
get
got
it
the
out to
CD
you.
at home
I think
still, too.
Sheldon has a CD.
Y'all gotta put that on net.
Yeah.
man, 'cause
Yeah.
You never know who's
Never
gonna
know.
lock onto
Yeah.
that.
Never
shit.
know.
Yeah.
We never
You
finished
never
them.
know, because like
Don Q.
Well, we're not talking about Black Soul. See,
Black
okay,
Soul.
now
Yeah,
Ill Soul has
let's
a
get into
catalog.
this. There we go.
Black Soul, we never recorded one song.
Nah.
Like we have a couple of
The
verses.
thing is, we were like the most legendary group that never recorded a
Never
Nah,
song.
I'm saying.
because every time we would go to the studio,
We
we
would
would go to my
always
crib.
get drunk.
You always
We
get
would get a whole,
drunk.
kind of like how we do. We would get, some LQ. Our choice
Yeah.
LQ was Don Q,
At that time was
Oh,
Don
man.
Q.
white rum, and
That was the name of the album or something.
Nah.
No.
It might as well have been.
And I think that was my fault because I brought I had went to
I think you
Sam's
first
Club
started that
handle.
shit.
and I bought the
Yeah.
big handle
With the big handle, bro.
and
And that was
everybody
that was,
sit down.
we sat down. We were like, yeah, we had all these ideas. We were like, yeah, let's drink a little. So we poured a few cups, a few drinks.
Leave it to a Puerto Rican, bro.
Let it be known.
so we
let it be
always have
known.
all kind of verses and
The bottle was
No
done, but the
hooks.
song wasn't.
Bottle was done, but we got no
Facts.
hook, bro.
No
we always
hook.
had everybody had verses, but we had no hook.
hooks.
No
bro.
hooks.
I got-
That'd be the problem.
That's all I remember about Puerto Rico, bro. It's Don Q. Don Q was cheaper than water.
It was very
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Very cheap.
Don Q was cheaper.
I mean, in my experience, Puerto Ricans are known to bring the party. I'm like, I love Puerto Ricans. Like,
Facts.
you guys are the only people who have baby showers, and that shit is not a baby shower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
of
we
course.
did that.
It's
We-
like I go to the crib. I'm like,
you just
we
had
just
one at
had
the
one.
house
Bro,
a
you
couple
just had one.
days.
Well, the other let's bring it to reality. I know exactly what you're talking about because I had my daughter's 3rd birthday, right? And we had it at the house.
that's a party.
Man, that was no
party.
kids party.
Son had a whole table of liquor set up.
Whole
It
table.
always like
Nobody was really even worried about the kids.
yeah,
Nah,
no,
bro.
Nobody say you go to ask where the kids at, but they're the back.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
all
exactly
my-
how it was, bro. They was in
all
the
my
back
baby
somewhere.
girl was worried about is if she got some toys, okay,
Exactly.
and then everything else, we were good.
Like, who got the dominoes, man? The kids playing in the back, man.
Next time I have one, I'm letting you know.
Hey,
Come
I'll
on
be
through.
there.
Facts.
But
I'll be there.
you know, I tried to. We even with the Edwards reunion a couple weeks ago.
That was lit.
You know, the huddle came through.
Yeah.
You know,
that was lit.
the Friday. You was with us when we went to Rum Jungle that Friday.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
was
came
with us.
Sunday.
No, Saj was
No,
with us.
Saj was with.
Yes,
Saj
I
You
was
don't
with us.
remember?
You know,
Yo, you was definitely same, son.
You was with us.
Son, he was definitely with
I went
us.
to the hotel with you.
Yes, but this guy
was it that one
this guy don't
picture that you
remember.
guys took?
Yeah,
That one that nobody remembers?
son,
Yeah,
no one
yeah,
remembers
we don't
that,
even remember
bro.
taking a picture.
I
bro.
have no
Y'all
remember.
posted
Yeah,
that.
But he was there.
Everybody was passing
he was
So,
there.
bro, we only saying this because
Everybody was
the next
passing
time we
the
do
torch.
something, bro, of course you got to be there.
Son,
yeah,
yo, Rum
definitely,
Jungle
man.
was lit, bro.
It's a.
That was a litty
And
year.
it's
It's
Sunday,
always an
Monday.
adventure. It's always an adventure.
I mean, shit.
Did we
Yeah.
confirm who said that that's the Friday spot?
Oh, that was
Cash,
Cash.
yeah, that was
oh
Cash.
yeah, I
Yeah.
knew it already.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even. Have,
Oh, the
Come
hit
on,
was
bro.
When I come back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
That was it. That
but
was it.
even then, like just him saying
just
that,
him saying
I
that,
was
that's
like,
a Cash statement.
Yeah, that's Cash.
Yeah.
There's nobody else.
Cash
And
is,
Yeah.
And he ended it
For,
with
for
treat
just
yourself.
so you don't know, Cash, that's my
Cash is
homeboy.
his
Hashtag
friend.
treat yourself.
That,
From NY.
he just started becoming cool with us. Well, more with
Wait.
me. Because he was always coming down
Yeah.
and chill with you.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all started becoming cool. We started hanging out. And
Yeah,
then,
that's been my boy since like
bomb.
3rd grade. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Me and
It's
him
just
was cool.
And that's
Yeah.
how it is. It just
Just-
bring in positive people.
Yeah.
We just
You
click
cool?
and
You
we-
cool?
we
You know what I'm
become
saying?
family.
And that's all that matters. You cool?
When
You
you
saying
spoke like
positive?
that, yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
I've known him since third
exactly. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly.
You know, Cash come around and
Yeah.
saying, as you see, you came in and y'all was all cool
Yeah.
from day one. You know what I'm saying? So
I love
it's
him like a
nothing.
brother.
Exactly.
It definitely
Exactly.
speaks volumes when you surround yourself with positivity.
You got to,
You know what I
man.
mean?
You got
Because,
to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just learning that in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get rid of all my demons and shit.
Yeah.
Well, don't,
Yeah.
you know,
But we all
shit.
do. We
It
all do.
happens,
We all
man.
got them
happen,
demons,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
So as you get older, you understand that.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta.
And you also like when you get older, you also appreciate the people that are around you and the people who are really really there for
Really
you
down.
and you do you try to do everything you can.
Facts.
You know?
I feel like I'm at a round table talk. It's like school to youngin.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all just give me game and shit.
man.
Damn, now you made us feel
Damn,
old,
Right?
bro.
I mean,
What you talking about?
Nah, bro, but you in the 30 club now, so
Yeah,
don't
I'm
front.
30.
Right, right. You
You in
did
the
that
30
too.
club. We
So,
all 30. Well,
I just turned
well, you know.
Well, you know.
This one
Those
here.
people is 30.
Uncle Blakk.
I just turned 30 on Friday, so it's
Happy birthday, man.
Happy
Thank you.
Happy
birthday,
belated
bro.
birthday, bro. Fact.
Many
it,
more,
it was
many
tough
more.
for me to say it. I was like, but
So,
I-
you just turned 30. Did you do anything significant for your 30th?
yeah, actually,
Let's
I
talk
did.
about
He
that.
said, yeah.
My 30 was more personal for me.
Okay,
You know
okay,
what I
okay.
mean? It wasn't I didn't have the urge to go out party and shit like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because I was about to say, man, I ain't get no invite.
nah, bro, I ain't do shit.
No
bro.
doubt, no doubt, no
Nah.
doubt, no doubt,
So
no doubt.
I'm trying to word this properly.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to carry the burdens I had in my 20s to my 30s.
Correct.
So on my 30th birthday, I just made a lot of phone calls and just buried the hatchet with a lot of people.
That's
Really?
You know what I'm
amazing.
saying?
I hear that though.
So I just got all that shit.
Did you
off my
get
chest.
good response
As
from
far
it?
as positive wise, or
Yeah. It was all love, man. But the one of the not to get like too deep, but one of the toughest things that I had to do was bury the hatchet with my dad.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
okay.
So that actually happened today. I talked to him today. You know what I'm saying? Because and shout out to Keem, man. Keem was just here. He left. He was one of the people who made me realize that I was holding my dad to an unfair expectation of what I think he should be. You know what I mean? And that's one of the words I told him today. You know what I'm saying? And he,
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just that I'm trying to build myself up because the majority of my 20s was spent wrong, and I know that now.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to grow. So
That's what's up.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that was
That's amazing, man.
that's the best birthday gift I could get to myself. You know
The
what I'm
fact,
saying?
the fact that
That's
you're able to
beautiful.
actually
Yeah.
even see that though, because a lot of
Right.
people that can't even peep that about
Yeah.
themselves.
Right.
They keep thinking that okay, what everything that they did in twins maybe was somebody else's fault. They
Right.
don't look in the
Right.
mirror and take that actual
Yeah.
responsibility. So
Yeah,
the
there's
fact
a
that you
lot-
can actually see that and actually
Yeah.
take action on it to move forward.
There's a lot of time that you have
yeah.
to like look introspectively and just look at yourself and
facts.
and you just realize that some things are just you just have to grow from it.
Yeah, it ain't worth holding on to that shit.
No,
At the
not
end of
at
the
all.
day, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, it does feel better. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
let that shit go.
Sometimes
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
do that for you, not even
Yeah.
for the other
Right,
person.
right, just for your own
like,
self.
Selfishly
Saying?
speaking, like,
Yeah.
it was for me. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
Because
right.
I was holding on to
And that's
to
all that
some
matters,
shit
man.
for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
And,
Self.
and the problem is we don't get this time back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
that's
if you
facts.
waste a lot of time holding grudges with people,
yeah.
and then God forbid you reach the end, the finish line, and you look back, damn, I can't even get that time that I was mad at this person.
Yep.
That was time wasted. You know what I'm saying?
Plus the simple fact that I do have friends that they can't do that with their dad because their dad's
Correct.
passed away.
You never
Yeah.
know, bro.
You know what
You
I'm
never
saying?
know what you're
Yeah.
gonna wake up to tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
You know what I'm saying?
that's something I did learn about my dad because he had the same kind of resentment towards his, but before he even seen his dad, he passed away.
Oh, so he didn't even have. He couldn't even
Yeah.
make the
So that
decision.
probably,
Yeah.
I know that probably weighs on his
Wow.
mind heavily.
Yeah.
Probably, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And I didn't
Wow.
learn that until today. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it definitely, for lack of better words, put me in my place. You know,
Correct,
Like,
correct.
Like, you know what I mean? I was a selfish asshole.
We all are.
No, we
You know
all
what
are,
I'm
man.
saying?
But that's
Some point
much
in life, we all
respect,
are, bro.
man. Much
Facts.
respect.
That's something I'm trying to do.
But like
is
I said, the
become
fact
this-
that you're able to see that, bro,
Yeah.
that's respect, bro.
That's respect.
I'm trying to learn how to become selfless.
Yeah, I'm
You know what
trying
I'm saying?
to too
You
because
know, it's difficult though.
yeah, I'm trying to.
You
and
still got to be loose to a certain extent.
I mean,
you know
yeah,
what
but I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Jesus
Human
wasn't
nature,
selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still got to,
Jesus wasn't selfish.
But
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know, that's pretty
That's
much
a whole
summed
nother
up
topic,
my
though.
30s.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
my
a great
age.
30th.
Well, happy
though.
birthday and much
Nah, that's a
respect,
great
man.
30th,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
That's
Facts.
what's up. You know,
I'm
you
trying
probably
to
going to
build.
benefit from that.
Oh,
Oh, most
yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
I don't hold on to that animosity anymore. It's like
I
whatever.
mean, because that father-son relationship is serious, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Especially
Yeah.
when you get an adult. Okay, everybody, you never know. You may not agree with the decisions that your pops made, but you never know what his scenario was, why he made his decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to give people a pass. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when faced with certain decisions, you make certain decisions. You know what I'm saying? That hey, I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense to hold grudges.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you passed it, let's just recoup and experience what we have left and
Yep.
enjoy that. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
You know, I know somebody that, I was pretty, I don't even know I should say this, but I know somebody I was pretty close with. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga, you know what I'm saying, barking on his son on Facebook, talking about F you this and, I'm done with you. I'm like, bro, you 40-something years old, bro. How you going on social media with the rest of these people looking like a child screaming on your son, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that's ratchet, bro.
Yeah.
We don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I also posted, hey, I'm the gatekeeper of my environment.
I remember that.
And that's what I was talking about. Certain things I'm just not going to have around me. You could do it. You got the right to do it. But I don't need to keep it around me. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the choice that you're making as a grown man, 40-something years old, I can't co-sign that. And I don't really want you around me.
Facts.
Sorry.
I don't know, but also the older I get and I do see things like that, that lets me know that they haven't reached the point that I am. Because at the end of the day,
Damn.
age don't.
That's solid, too.
Yeah, age don't mean shit.
Don't mean
Once
nothing,
you get to a
bro.
certain
You're
age,
right.
you're either mature or you're not.
Facts.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
That's exactly what
so
it is.
it is unless you're willing to confront those things head on and be willing to come to terms with it and let it go, you're not gonna grow. And I realize that shit. So I'm trying to elevate to where I am right now because
That's what's up.
bro, the past like 5 or 6 years, bro, I have not been me, and I felt that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You said you haven't been you?
Yeah, I don't think I'm 100% me. Like
Why is that?
Just because I've just been holding on. It's like when you hold on.
Okay,
to
okay,
shit,
okay,
when you
okay.
hold on to shit, it kind
Okay.
of distorts your mind.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? You start thinking.
Like, I can't do this because I'm supposed to be this right now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been holding this
Yeah.
down. I can't even be this.
I mean,
this
you know what
other
I'm saying?
thing.
It's scary for a lot of folks to do that, though. Look in the mirror and actually,
It hurts.
it hurts to go ahead and actually admit your
It's
faults.
hard,
You know
it's
what I'm
hard to
saying?
blame yourself.
Yeah.
It is. It
It's
is.
easy to
It's
blame
easy to go in and
everybody
say,
else.
"Oh, it's
Yeah,
his
of
fault
course.
or it's so and so's fault or whatever." But we gotta actually say, "Yo, I fucked up," or I'm doing this or whatever.
But
And
you kind of
gotta
set yourself
change it.
free at that point.
Oh yeah, it feels good though. I mean, I've gone through that similar kind of transition in my life a few times. You know what I mean? it definitely feels good to actually.
The thing is, you don't even know.
Bro, you know, it's happened, fam.
You
know,
become like an agitated person because that's all you can think.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. It consumes you, bro.
Yeah.
It does. You know what I'm saying?
And it definitely consumed me for a while, but I'm glad to, just get that shit off my chest. You know what I'm saying? I spent, yesterday, today, and just getting all that shit right, just so I can go into Monday fresh.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's dope, bro.
That's gonna be real beneficial, bro.
So.
Well, I'm glad that you was able to talk about it with your boy too. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing
Facts.
too. You was able to talk about it with Keem.
So that's the whole point. Once again, that's the whole point of having brothers like that. So you can go and do that.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like show aside, that's my nigga. Like that's my
Facts.
brother.
Of course,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
Yeah.
Like I talk to him about shit like that. I'm not gonna talk to a random nigga about
of course.
my daddy issues.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, definitely.
But that just goes to show, you know what I'm saying? This podcast this ain't just like we get together and we just start talking shit just for a show. Like,
this is
nigga,
brothers.
we brothers.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got each other back.
Right. Like
Yeah.
even look at us. That's my blood brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. You my brother.
Facts.
You Rev's brother. You know what I'm saying? All of us is connected.
I call his mom my mom.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So all of us, that's what I'm saying. That's why our squad is different. You know what I'm saying? Our squad is different. We're not just a bunch of people that fuck with each other for a reason. All of us got love each other. Most of us is either been down for mad years or related. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But anyway, we kind of running out of time. You know what I'm saying? We spoke about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and thank my boy Roman for coming through.
Man, thank you for having me.
You know
It's
what I'm
been
saying?
a
Married
great
to the world.
experience, and
You know what I'm saying?
hopefully we could do this again sometime.
No doubt. Make sure you shout out your social media for your squad and your business and all that.
Yeah, you could find us on any kind of social media platform, just Married to the World. On Instagram is different, it's M2TW official. If you need any tips, advice, or any kind of, any kind of advice on theme parks or any kind of fun, I mean, I could just put together a trip, and you guys can have a good time and, and live your life.
No doubt. My man Saj, you got anything you want to shout out?
I mean, just Il Sol.
You know what I'm saying?
950.
You know what I'm saying?
Huddle.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, Sprint.
Yeah. Shout out to Granddaddy Kesh. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the building, but you always in spirit.
Catch, man.
Sprint for paying my bills.
Yeah, shout out to Severe, JB.
No doubt.
Yes.
Shout out to my cousin Grims.
Speaking
know
of
what I'm saying?
JB, they want to link up tonight, or today.
I mean, Sunday is right up the block. Well, anyway, let's talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
Saying, you want to talk about anything? You want to shout yourself out, my man?
Nah, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm embracing myself.
No doubt.
No homo.
And happy birthday to you again,
happy
man.
birthday.
Much respect.
No.
Nah, son. Nah.
All right. I don't know why I said that. But not like that. I'm embracing my 30s and my age.
That's what's up.
That's it.
And
You know what I'm saying?
people reaching
That's
goals,
it.
man. My goal is to be greater than
People
I was
reaching
yesterday.
That's it. Peace, love, and
Bam.
positivity, man.
Always.
That's it.
Leo, you got anything you want to talk about?
Nah, man, I'm good, bro. Just
Bum ass Knicks.
Knicks.
Sorry.
Fuck the Knicks. Bang, bang.
Damn, son. I can't even come back from that. But nah, same thing, Huddle. 950 all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for having me on as a little guest.
Of course.
Step in. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
y'all coming through short
Most
notice.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so we're going to close this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this is People Reaching Goals podcast.
Yes,
Shout out Focus who ain't here.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Freddy Focus doing his thing in New York. You know what I'm saying? You see,
Shout out to Keem, too.
as you see, shout out to Keem. He had to go and make that money. He
Facts.
reaching that goal. As you see, Focus, we held it down without you. You know what I'm saying? So everything is in great hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Follow us on all social media, PRG Podcast, 950 Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We're on all streaming platforms, PRG Podcast, 950 Entertainment. We're going to shut this shit down. We're going to play one more song. We're going to get out of here. And until next time, it's PRG Podcast, and we out of here.
Hold on. One more thing before we get all the way out of here. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, man. We film all this stuff on camera.
True that.
We have a YouTube link. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
Match the face to the voices.
You know what I'm saying?
Follow us on YouTube, all right?
Yes, sir. And we out of here. Till next time. Easy.
Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning. Liquor partying and women. Holy water in my cup. I know Jesus was your favorite son. Father, Father, forgive me, cause I know I'm sinning.